Oh, you taking a drink? I thought you were sucking like a cock. It was like, oh.
No,
That gr-
I only do that when we're not live.
oh shit! I was like, oh, this is a whole new day.
It's a new channel, everybody. Oh man, I don't know if you guys can see us yet. There may be an ad playing, but we are here and we are ready to party.
Yeah. Let's get it done.
Hey guys, Emily.
Everybody, take off their pants. Come on, pull out your tallywhackers and your nipples. Get them shakes going.
Feel around. Just feel around a little bit. Let us know if the audio's off a little bit. I'm hearing like an echo in my ear holes. Hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. But what's up, Emily, Julian, Zach, Robert, Sharif, Jonathan, Tomo? We got those Zach Hurt, Nowak, Vanessa, Levi, The Shape, Julia, Bryce, Bruce Studios, Miguel Stories, Felix, Leets, Joshua Ayers, Roman, Holy Roxy, Todd Thibodeau, and Bernie Gambano, and Paige Ulmer, and Dan Heron, and Chuck and Ray Ayer. We got a lot of people here tonight. This is awesome.
Yeah. Everything you were rattling it off so fast, I felt like you just cursed like 3 villages in Nicaragua. I can't say that.
Oh man, yeah. I don't. Slow news day. Not much going on in the world today, so hopefully, a lot of people join us.
Here's some news. We're all fucking insane. No. Here really is some news. Did you hear about McDonald's?
No.
Oh, dude. Listen to this shit. That's what I thought all this craziness was happening in DC over. They're going to be introducing 3 new chicken sandwiches.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to have a crispy chicken sandwich on a potato bun. We're going to have a spicy chicken sandwich on a potato bun. And then we're going to have a loaded chicken sandwich.
Wow. Yeah, the loaded one's just like a tomato, though.
Yeah. But I read the article, dude. Apparently it's because Chick-fil-A has become such it's like their Darth Vader. They've rose up out of nowhere and a great disturbances in the force. They're like, fuck the cows. Let's kill more chicken.
Hey, man, I got a problem with the fast food industry as a whole, specifically McDonald's. Like, that people love spicy chicken sandwiches. Like, it basically changed Popeye's entire future just because they made a fucking spicy chicken sandwich. It's just some spice. Why doesn't McDonald's have a spicy chicken sandwich on their standard everyday menu? You're late.
I forgot. Like, I thought always that they did have a spicy chicken sandwich. I really did. But then I was like, you know what I'm getting it confused with? I'm getting it confused with that redhead bitch, Wendy. Wendy got the spicy chicken sandwich.
She's got a good spicy chicken sandwich, too. I like Wendy's spicy cheese.
And she's got wonderful pigtails.
Oh, yeah. Big Dave for life. Mikey Films, thanks. First super chat of the night, buddy. Thank you very much. Says, time to get some wham up in me. Get it inside of you. I said, God damn, get it in.
No lube is necessary because we're already wet from tippy top of the head all the way down to the toenail.
Yeah.
Ready to just go ahead and get it in. Go ahead and get it in.
One news story that is on the docket that is not actually on the docket. I talked to you guys about this. Talked to you about this today. Put out an article on WeWatchedMovie.com. Sad news, actually. Family Video is going out of business. If you know what Family Video is, it's one of the last bastions of video chain rental stores. Like, we went to one like last year. There's one about an hour from here, and we went there, and it was so cool to just walk around with the kids and see all the stuff and like smell that fucking smell again. You're not gonna rent anything, so it's not totally the same, but just being in there and buy some candy, whatever, walk around. They have an adult room in the back, which I experienced.
I wanted to go in there.
But they're closing all their stores because they made it through Netflix, they made it through Blockbuster going out of business, they made it through all that shit, but finally COVID took its final toll, so they're closing, and that's a really, really sad story. But
dude, I would have loved to have gone. I don't remember the last time I actually went into a video store and smelled all that wonderful goodness. I want to smell it again. I want to put my face right into a Blockbuster video cassette tape box and rub my face in it like I'm motorboating that son of a bitch.
Yeah. Can't even do that with COVID going on. They had a bubblegum machine and everything. I tried to buy it, but somebody else already bought it. But no, we went there today because we found out, I saw the Flick Pick bought a, John Flickinger bought a big ass Sour Patch Kids thing. Oh. So I was like, maybe I can go up there and buy some shit from them, to keep. And dude, I hit the fucking mother load. I already told Jay a little bit about this, but nice. I hit the mother load. Like, I'm still pissed that Family Video is going out of business. It sucks. But dude, they sold me 6 gigantic Blu-ray shelves, like
inflatable penises from the back room.
They promised me my wiener would get bigger. They sold me 6 of the giant racks for $10 a pop, and I got the gigantic yellow that you have to like screw in sign. It says new releases above it. Yeah. So we're gonna have a hardcore video store background in the next month or so.
Let me tell you how geeky this is. Like, I geeked out when Mike called me, and normally Mike and I don't actually talk on the phone because we can't stand to hear each other's voices at all. But no, but he called me on the phone. And he was like, dude, and he was telling me all this wonderful shit. And then his wife sent me a picture. And I was like, oh my, I'm not kidding. I got a little chub. I got a little chub. Like, because it was like, but it felt like a moment out of Step Brothers. It's like, dude, there's so many activities with this. There's so many activities.
No, dude, I cannot wait to do it. Some of the shelves are gonna have to sit in the garage because again, dude, they're huge. But we're gonna take all like the movies, like VHSs and shit, and you guys have sent us. We're gonna put them on top. We're gonna recreate an entire video store aesthetic. It's gonna be awesome. Fucking beautiful, man. I can't wait to get it set up and for you guys to see it. It's going to be a little bit because she said that we have to wait until they close and then we'll go pick them up. I got to borrow the neighbor's trailer and go up there and drag them all because they're fucking huge, dude. Yeah. But
they're my shelves and I want them now.
I need it. JG Whitworth 8776 now. Paige Allmer, thank you so much for the super chat. Page says can't stay for long on Wednesday nights now because I rehearse for a Zoom theatrical production that will air in about 7 weeks. So please don't eliminate Friday Night Fights. Love all your faces. We will not. Got a good one coming up on Friday. You work that fucking theatrical production or whatever it is you're doing on Zoom, and we'll be here on Friday with a badass one. We decided what we're doing, by the way. We're doing Sam Raimi versus
his brother.
No.
Raimi.
Sam Raimi versus what the fuck was it, man? I spent like 3 hours working on it.
Ang Lee.
No.
It was Ang Lee. No, it was the guy that does Insidious and shit. It was
James Wan. James Wan versus Sam Raimi is the Friday Night Fights this week. So make sure you guys hang out with us Friday night. It's gonna be a fucking fun one, man.
Break a leg, Paige. By the way, that's what they say in the theater business. Break a leg.
Yeah.
But you don't really want to do that, but break a leg. And then doth mother know that you weareth her drapes?
Break a chicken leg and eat it at Buffalo Wild Wings. Tyler Rumfeld.
Half-live chicken leg. big old butter thing of popcorn and a half-live chicken leg.
Honey, come pop me some corn. Rambling Movie Takes, thanks, buddy. He says, wham, to save the day. Such a horrible day. Such a horrible day indeed, my friend. It's been hard to get anything fucking done today. Really was looking forward to tonight. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. I've been waiting all day.
I don't know why, dude, but I was looking forward to tonight too. But if it wasn't that, but it should have been that song. Mine was like, oh, O'Reilly, auto parts. Yeah. I don't know. That pumped me up a little bit. But yeah, man. I told Mike right before the stream, I was drinking. You know that part in Dusk Till Dawn where that one dude, he was like, I am getting tanked tonight. He goes, it's a killer fucking heat out there. He goes, hadn't felt it a bit, been next to the air conditioner all day long.
Yeah, there's something about watching your country getting ripped to shit that makes you just want to have a nice cold brew. Yeah. Tyler Rumfeld, thanks, buddy. He says, I said, God damn, Michael. Love you guys. Got my girlfriend Sarah to watch you guys with me tonight. Hi, Sarah. I'm sorry.
Hello, Sarah.
We're probably gonna offend you. And
oh yeah, that's gonna happen. But you know, if it does offend you, we're very sorry about that. But goddamn, you Michael don't care either. A lot of shit's going on. There's a lot of skanks outside. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Don't worry about it. Sit back, and have a good time.
Outside
okay?
tonight.
Get your goddamn pina colada.
Oh man,
I wish I had a pina colada. That shit sounds good right now.
Hey man, that's fucking crazy. We ate at the Mexi tonight, and I literally I don't like to drink margaritas because they get my stomach all torn upsies. Yeah, but I wanted something fruity, so I saw a pina colada and I thought about it. Didn't go for it. I went for the margarita. Felt like shit for 2 hours.
You didn't go to the Porto Grande, did you?
No, I went to the one in Shelbyville next to Family Video when we went and got the shit.
I was gonna be like, "Where's my fucking invite?" I guess it got lost in the mail with all the craziness happening.
I ain't walked in the old Porto Grande in some time, man. It's been a while.
Dude, I don't really want to go in there and be like, "Hey, you here for a burrito or you want a Diet Coke, you fatty fatson?" It's been a while. Courtney says, "Oh yeah, Courtney, what's up, Courtney?" He said, "I'm here to count." Hey man, I love you.
What day is it?
It's the wrong day. It's like when you walk into class and you're like, I got my history report. It's like, that was due 3 weeks ago. So shit.
Hey man, did I ever tell you that the only award I ever won in school was in 6th grade? At the end of the year, they were handing out awards, and I won the Where Am I award. Literally, they made up an award to give me because I was so stupid. And it was just like, hey, this is the kid that always stumbles into my class and doesn't know where he is. But what that chick didn't know is that she was a super young, super hot teacher, and I would just walk in her room on purpose acting like I didn't know where it was. Her name was Miss Cornelius. She was dating, or she was married to a UK basketball photographer. You might know who I'm talking about, dude.
Yeah, you were doing that. Secret agent, man. I got an award one time. It was for that dare, keep kids off drugs. It was that little eagle statue. That's the only trophy I ever got. And that was a participation trophy.
It's a tiny little eagle. I was proud as fuck. Little eagle on it. I remember that thing.
And I got a bumper sticker, and I was like, goddamn right. I was like, I'm gonna be a cop. Then 2 days later, I was smoking weed and doing coke. It was ridiculous.
Smoking in the boys' room. Robbie says,
by the way, in regards to what's going on in DC, I do want to say, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of this Quiet Riot. I mean, can we agree there? Quiet Riot, please.
That's what they need to do. They need Johnny just to walk up to the steps of the Capitol and be like, "Quiet!" So we're not laughing at it. It's a horrible fucking scene, but what are you gonna do? Yeah. What are you gonna do? You gotta laugh. Gary Catlow, thank you so much, says, what do you think about the Wrong Turn remake? It looks like they are seriously making a good movie this time, but I think it's about a normal crazy family, not deformed people, so why call it Wrong Turn, LOL. I did notice that they had the masks on, but maybe they're deformed underneath. There's another world beneath it.
I hope it's awesome, man. I mean, the trailer did look really cool, but whether or not they're gonna go with the same formula that took the series into a wrong turn, actually it derailed it in a lot of ways. God damn, I still have flashbacks of those fucking set throughs that we had.
Dark Nights.
Whoa!
It's a dark
night. It's calling. Yeah, I hope it, but it does look cool. I don't know. It's going to be interesting what they do with it, but it looks interesting. Sure.
And we're in the process of working with the director of that movie to get him on the show to have a little conversation with you guys. So that'll be really fun.
He just wants us on the show because we remind him of the redneck deformed people in his movie.
Yeah, he's just casting. He's scouting for his next.
I'm doing research.
Robbie Koziel says, do y'all know Flickinger? I've never met John Flickinger in person, but I've always been a fan of his and his YouTube channel and his comedy, and he seems like a cool dude. Saw a picture of him today in Family Video. They had a picture of him on the wall, and it was like Save the Video Store and a bunch of people, and then John was there. I was like, that's fucking cool, man. But no,
I'm a YouTuber too. Yeah. It's like, what about me? What about me? How come you coach him but not me? How come you coach him but not me?
I did kind of feel like I was like, nobody noticed me.
I'd get pissed if I walked in. And John seems like a cool guy, but I mean, I'd be like, you see it? This is our fucking state. And he's got a goddamn picture of a video store. I mean, I know it's going out of business, but damn, can we get on the fucking buttered popcorn or something? Can you share the wealth?
I know. I did the State Farm Rogers rate thing. She was like, I was like, how much for the shelves? Because I couldn't believe they're only $10 a piece. I thought they'd be like $100 a piece, $150. But she, when she said that, I wanted to turn around to Katie and be like, it's because I have a YouTube channel, so it's the Rogers rate. She's like, no, sir, actually, it's that price for everybody.
You should have pulled out our Wham card, like boom. He's like, you know what? Give me that discount because I got my own business card and it says Wham, professional YouTuber. And they're like, what? Like, it's really sad. Can I get a deal though?
Walk around like Wayne's World with the VIP passes, like.
It was like just like I could see it pulling out. I'm like, yeah, I got my own card. It's got my name on it. It's like, yeah, you got that at Kinko's. That's great. Anybody can do that. I could be like, no, actually, it's not. It was sent to me from YouTube office. That's impossible.
It was funny too, dude, because I was wearing my face mask. Said, Katie is the one Katie got me for Christmas, and it says "Go Packers, fuck the Bears," and it says that right on. But instead of the U, it's like a piece of pizza. And I look up, and I'm just this guy's staring at me. I can't figure out why, and he's wearing a fucking Bears t-shirt. I was like, oh, this is awkward and uncomfortable.
Dude, I forgot to tell you about this. There was one night, I don't remember when it was, but I had gone to the bathroom in a gas station. I was getting adult beverages, and I blew my nose. And I had my mask on after I was done. I put my mask back on, and the guy at the register was looking at me strange, and he kept staring at me, and he was kind of like holding in a chuckle. I'm like, I get it, I get it, whatever. I know the mask. You're an anti-mask, okay? But no, dude, I realized I had a piece of fucking toilet paper like Mr. Bean sticking out my nose, and when I breathed it was like, whew. It was like a door like in the wind. It was like flopping back and forth, so it was embarrassing as shit.
That's fucking hilarious, dude. That's like when you walk out of the bathroom with toilet paper in the back of your pants.
I admit I should have turned around and be like, I had a nosebleed. Okay, you shouldn't laugh at other people's misfortunes.
Hey, we are at the precipice of 300 right now. We're at 299 viewers. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I'd like to pretend that it's good marketing, that we're doing good things to the channel, but I know it's only because Michael Myers is on the thumbnail. That's okay. That's all right. That's all right. I welcome all of you. As soon as they
jump in here, they're like, "Oh, these assholes are still talking about nonsense. I'm out." It's like, "Hey, Mike, can you clip that shit? Can you clip it when you start talking about it? Thanks."
Can you call me?
Can I get an alert?
Talk about Halloween. Some cool good shit to talk about with Halloween today, though. But no, to answer your question, we know John somewhat. He helped us with a video a while back when we were real small. He's a cool guy like that, and we just interact with him on the internet every once in a while. Really nice fella. I like him a lot.
He's a cool guy.
Let me see here. What do we got? Jesse McLaughlin, thanks, buddy, says, "Hey, guys, can Loomis give my wife a happy early birthday shout-out? It's her dirty 30.
Oh. Who was it for?
He didn't give her name, so we will call her Cassandra.
Okay, well, obviously, he's too goddamn best of you. Dirty 30. Give his goddamn name. What's your name? Huh? Dirty 30? Fine, I'll go with that. I hope you have a great birthday. I hope everything's nice. You sit down, you have a daiquiri, and on a palmer, you get blasted out your ass. And you make sure your man treats you to at least one dinner at Olive Garden. And maybe take you to the flea market. Pick you up something real nice. Now that's fancy. Don't you ask for more. Shut up. Have a good birthday. Happy birthday.
Edward Santiago, thanks, buddy. Really appreciate that, man. He says, "Speaking of Friday Night Fights, here's an idea. Casting comic book movie if they came out in the 80s. Example, Wolverine would be Kurt Russell, Sly Stallone, or Kiefer Sutherland. Those are some fun ones. We actually got something like that we're doing tonight, man. Kurt Russell, by the way. That's a great Wolverine.
Why are we stupid? Like, that would be a great idea, like recasting movies in set in the decade, like the 80s.
Yeah, like put your pick up against my pick and let them vote.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
You know who I would have? Well, I think he was up for the role, but I always thought like Tom Cruise would have been a really good Robert Downey even a good Tony Stark if Robert Downey had tried. But I think he was up for it anyway.
Yeah,
I think that almost happened.
I could totally see Tom Cruise in that role. Not as good as Robert in that specific role because Downey is just fucking. He is Tony Stark to us now, but
what about in back in his prime, Val Kilmer as Iron Man? I could see that, or even I could even see Val Kilmer going as Captain America in a lot of ways.
Dude, Val Kilmer would have been the fucking perfect Captain America back in the day. Oh my god.
Yeah, he really would have been. Dude, we got to do this. We got to recast like Marvel DC movies that took place in the 80s. If it all took place in the 80s or the heyday of our action hero icons, who would they cast?
You missed the winner on that list though. Wolverine in the 80s would have no fucking doubt had to be Mel Gibson, dude. Mel Gibson, Wolverine. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's it until he gets drunk, and then it's a problem. No, I would have gone with Mel Gibson, or the Kurt Russell one's pretty damn on.
Yeah, Kurt Russell would have been a really good Wolverine, man. Who would have been Cyclops in the 80s though?
Rob Lowe.
Oh my god, that's fucking awesome.
I mean, just bring it here. Let's go back in a time machine, Doc, and figure it out.
I like it.
Hop in the DeLorean, bitch. Where we're going, we don't need Rudes.
I do like that a lot. But in the second half of our show, if you like what we just did there, that's basically what we're doing in the second part of the show. Is we're dreamcasting the new final fucking Fantastic Four. This show sucks. Yeah, we're dreamcasting. We've got our written choices for who would be good for each character in the new Fantastic Four movie, and then you guys can throw out yours too. It'll be a good time. Okay, all right. All right. I would
you behind the stock. Okay, get on my face.
By the way, dude, when I was at Family Video today, they were playing The Pest on all the TVs. I was like, is this for me? Is this for me?
Dude, there is something about a video store that will never, ever, ever be repeated in like modern day. Like unless it comes back. Like me and Mike has talked about this before. If we ever had Bill Gates money that we could just throw away money, totally would bring back the video store. Well, we know we'd lose money on it every fucking year. But how cool would it be to have like a chain again? I'm talking about you have billions of dollars, right? And you lost money every year, but you just have a chain of it, then open up a little laser tag next door. Holy shit.
My contribution to society, man. I was literally telling my daughter that at dinner tonight after we went there. I'm like, I want to own my own video store, but it's something I can only do if I have an extreme amount of money, because the only way you can own your own video store is if you know it's going to lose money and you're fine with that. You just want to go hang out there. There's no way it can make money, but because it's fun to go, and I think that was the problem. It's fun to go walk through, experience the nostalgia, but there's nothing to purchase there that's really going to keep them afloat. You know, they were at this one, they were selling like CBD oils and shit like that. You know, just to try to keep, you know, which is totally understandable, smart. Logan Hennessy, thanks, buddy. Says thank you, Jay, for accepting my friend request. Mike, if you could accept it when you get a chance, that would be awesome. Fuck you. No, I'm kidding.
You're welcome. I accepted your friend request, Logan Hennessy, because your first name is Logan, which I love Wolverine, and it's Hennessy. Let's get it on, because I know you're a party man. It's Logan Hennessy, so I know you're crazy at the parties. I know you're.
I'll have a Hennessy, bub.
I'm the best there is at what I do, and I get drunk as fuck.
Logan, I just never fucking look at my messages or notifications or any of that shit on Facebook. It's just a shit show for me when I try to, so I just stay away from it completely. But I'll try to remember that. And next time I go through, I'll add you, bud.
I forget about it sometimes. I'll look and I'm like, why do so many people want to be friends with my dumb shit ass?
Well, you do the same thing I do. Like, we totally won't even go near our message box because it's always just the scary place of just weird nudes and
if you guys knew how many old, wrinkled, pimple-stained dicks I've seen, I would be a millionaire. If I got $1 for every dick I've seen, I'd be a millionaire.
It's either tits or just someone yelling at us. You know what I mean? Like, we pissed off somebody and they're like, you motherfuckers, at 3:47 in this video, you fucking offended me, and I'm going to tell my dad. And I'm like, that's
happened before. And I'm like, I don't even, because I feel like Thanos, like, I don't even know who you are.
I'm not saying like we're like, you know, we're famous or anything like that. Obviously, very clearly we're not, but I'm saying like I just don't do it because Facebook messaging seems like the place people go to do shit they shouldn't fucking do. And it's just I don't have that problem on any of the other social media formats. It's weird. I'm not saying everybody's like that.
It's the dark alley behind Speedway. You only go there when you really, really need that heroin.
Yeah, dude. It's like I only slip in there every once in a while to like answer, to talk to some people that's where I communicate with on them. And sometimes I'll try to run through them real quick, but every time I do, I'm just fucking. I end up just really upset at myself.
Well, it's kind of like opening the merchant box, because sometimes you might open a message up and it'd be really sweet and nice and be like, oh, that's cool, but then other times it's a fucking chain and hell and flesh falling off and the Cenobite appears behind you and tries to bite your ear and nibble it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
really off topic, but a really good time.
It's like an office comment box. It's basically what it is. You know, it's the shit people don't want to say in front of other people. And when it's sweet, but when it's bad, it's fucking bad. But no, I'll do that, Logan. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Squeam Queen says, we really need a message from Loomis of calm and peace for our country tonight, because damn. She's not wrong, Jay. I don't know if we should do this. I feel like we might piss somebody off.
No, you know what? I don't give a fuck. All right, so let me tell you something, okay? You're out there, you're climbing goddamn walls. One of you look like you're a drunk Viking. The other one looks like some asshole that just crawled out of a Call of Duty video game that's stealing things. First off, I hope you have chlamydia on your lip, and I know you got that from your mother. Go the fuck home. Calm down and have an Arnold Palmer. Sit down and watch television or something, okay? Or go back to milking your cousin's titty, because I know you were doing that last week. It's over, okay? It's over. I don't care who wins, and I don't care left or right, up and down, in the middle. Squeeze your butt cheek. Get the fuck out of there, okay? They got things to do. And I'm down here trying to hunt down a piece of shit named Michael Myers, and you all make him look like goddamn angels. Fuck off. Calm down, okay? You'll have a good time. Goodbye.
You said fucking Viking. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, did you see that dude?
Oh, shit, yeah.
That dude watched way too much William Wallace. Like, it looked like William Cockass.
So many people were in sequence with each other. Like, a lot of people were just like that. I'm like, did y'all fucking plan this? Like, what you were gonna wear before?
Like, it literally looked like fucking Disney World had opened up, like in the summer, and all these assholes were coming out. I don't know what was going on.
I like the dude that was sitting at the desk. And again, this is fucking atrociously awful. It's not funny at all, but that's just how we deal with awful things. But I like the dude who was sitting at the desk, and he sat at the oval desk. He put his, like, it was not the oval desk, but he sat at the desk. He put his leg up. Was like, let me run through shit.
That motherfucker looked like he was trying to recreate Han Solo. He looked like he was trying to be the coolest smuggler in the world. I like that one guy that was still in the podium, and he looked right at the camera, and he went. He looked like a Mentos commercial.
I've seen that shit, dude.
He looked like a Mentos commercial, but somebody put Leonardo DiCaprio's face. You know that meme where he's going, Oh, Oh man, it was perfect.
Oh my god, fuck, dude, that shit was. Yeah, I was laughing my ass off. I wasn't at the time, but now that I think about it, I realize how funny it all was. Certain parts of it were.
By the way, full frontal nudity right here. I've got an issue right now because I had some steamed vegetables and I've got the screaming demons, so I might have to jump off here sometime.
Is April home?
Yeah, she is, but I got screaming demons. Like, I mean, dude, they're barking back at me. Like the night is open and the dogs are at the.
I was like, I'm so sorry for her, dude, because I smelled your screaming demons and they are
dude,
not okay.
You know what it was? It's the goddamn cauliflower.
Cauliflower gets you, dude. I try to be like healthy and shit. Like for lunch, I throw in a bag of steamed cauliflowers for 6 minutes, take them out, they're soft as shit. You just drench them in hot sauce and power through it. And I thought I was doing good. Man, I felt like I was fucking dying. It was like the Undertaker was rising in my fucking stomach all night long, dude.
Yeah, I'm fighting the good fight. I feel like, Mel Gibson in The Patriot. It's like, hold the line, hold the line. But I don't know how long. But hey, if I disappear like Batman in the Smoke in 1989. And don't worry, I'll be back. He's like, by the way, I just want to point out, I was telling April this, we were watching that craziness on TV. I don't know why, it reminded me of that scene in Michael Keaton's Batman and Tim Burton's when he was like, Napier's cleaning up Axis chemicals. And he goes, why wasn't I told about this? Who's in charge? Eckhart. So he's like, oh my God. My God. I feel like Commissioner Gordon was watching that. He was like, assholes are storming the Capitol. He's like, why wasn't I told about this? Who's in charge? Mitch McConnell. So he's like, oh my God. Like, let's go. It's just a joke. I don't know. But I guess got like reminded of that scene when I was watching it.
Dude, back to the farting thing though, like, I know exactly what you're talking about because it's a different kind of fart when you have a cauliflower fart. It's like you fart and it's hot and slow, and you can't tell if you just farted or if you opened up like a different dimension to hell. It's like, dude, I know. You feel like something is off in the balance, dude. Like,
but they want you to, but they tell you how healthy it is, but they don't tell you that you're literally burning off every asshole hair that you've got. I mean, it literally cuts a swath like a blowtorch, like that dude. Like, it's like blowtorching your driveway.
Yeah,
when it's snowy, it's like it's doing that, and that's the vegetable force. There's nothing worse than vegetable poops.
Yeah, I call them air pudding. It's like air pudding, dude. It's thick, but there's nothing
so, but
there.
I wanted to be completely honest with you guys. So if I just like suddenly like run out the room, like I'm my car's getting towed, it's because I gotta sit down.
Hey, we can't fucking smell it, dude. Just let it out.
I know it's not farts, it's poop.
Oh.
It's not farts. It's poop. But I gotta unload some heavy ordnance, and I'll be back.
Got them slow ones. Eggshed 6 says, Mike, what is emo?
That's not
emo.
I swear that sounds like Zoolander when he looks at the puddles like, what? Who are you? It's like, I don't know.
Emo stands for emotional. It's emotional music, but it's really just it's a reason to wear really tight pants and dress in all black and just really get inside of your feelings about whatever girl broke your heart recently, or guy, whatever, and just listen to really sad music. You don't have to be sad and be emo at the same time. You could be emotional and happy, but also sad on the outside. It's very, very hard to dissect.
I think that if you have emo in the dictionary, it should be just Jim Morrison drinking. And like, I just want people to hear about my poems and not my music. Fuck you. Even though I'll take your millions of dollars, my poems are important to me.
Emo is is Christopher Walken's son in Wedding Crashers. Death, you are my bitch lover.
It stands for emotional mushy ovulation.
Ah, that's what it was.
Yes. It's been updated in the Urban Dictionary.
Man. So we're well over 300 people now, so I'm just going to go ahead and ruin it and get everybody to leave by talking about this. But dude, I was watching football the other day. And this ad just kept coming on, and it just grossed me out every fucking time. It was like a women's menstrual product ad. Oh. But they kept saying, "Do you got the gush? Are you gushing? This is gush proof."
No.
Gush. And I'm like,
get away!
Stop fucking saying the word gush when you're talking about that.
You get that away from me.
God.
I feel like Nicolas Cage, but he's like, you want me to stick this in my fucking heart? He's like, get that away from me. Like, it's so gross.
Fucking dude, like I was like, God, how could you do this in my home when my children play with the toys?
They should have just used Buffy the Vampire. Like, you ever feel less than fresh?
That would have been better, dude. You can't use the word gush. I'm never gonna eat gushers again.
Oh God, dude. Did you hear about they call pizza rolls the Italian gushers? It's so true.
That's fucking genius, dude.
It's so true. I know. Do you want to do the Fantastico Foro chat or the Dreamcast first, or do you want to do the Michael Myers chat?
My guess is most people are here tonight to talk about Halloween, so we won't be dicks and keep them here for our sake. I guess we can go ahead and do Halloween first. You know?
Okay.
Do Halloween first, I guess, and then, just move our way into it. But, I mean, we're almost at the break point now, so we might as well take our break before. We won't take a break right now, but we'll shoot the shit a little bit longer, take our break, then do Halloween, and then do that in the final hour of the show, if that sounds good to you.
So we'll take... Okay, wait a minute. So
we'll take a break at 9. Take a break at 9.
Okay, and then we'll come back and do the Halloween thing?
Yeah, we'll say 8:45. We'll take a break at 8:45. We'll come back a few minutes later. We'll do Halloween hard.
I'll check my undies real quick because I've been trying to squeeze one out, and I think I might have sharded a little bit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not really. Maybe, though.
Give you a chance to poop so you can talk about Halloween freely once we get to it.
I think I've already done. By the way, I was speaking. Do you know, do fast food restaurants? Do you remember this? I was asking April before. I don't think this is. If you ever remember a fast food restaurant serving egg sandwich, like an egg sandwich?
Yeah, like for breakfast, dude. Like a lot.
No, not like an egg McMuffin. I mean, like just like those old ghetto egg sandwiches, like on Wonder Bread.
I mean, like an
like Mama makes.
Sonic. You can get them at Sonic.
Oh, really?
They're just toast with egg in between them, and it's got other shit in it too.
Because I was talking about the egg sandwich, and dude, I love egg sandwich. But my mom used to make them like she would just get get like a Wonder Bread and throw a whole stick of fucking butter in that bitch and salt it down with a big can of molten salt. Yeah. And then she'd be like, "Honey, I buttered the other side of the toast." I'm like, "Why'd you do that, Mom?" And it was too much butter, but I eat the shit out of it. It was so fucking.
That shit's good.
It was so ghetto, but it was so because I would get it and it would be like dripping in the middle, like a piece of dough. It would just be like hanging off. Dude. But I don't know. I was just talking about egg sandwiches earlier.
Egg sandwich. Egg Roberts. Gage Roberts says Johnny Lawrence needs to be the moderator for a presidential election. When they start talking over each other, he'll get it straight with a "What?"
He would. I know.
I wish, dude. I fucking wish. We need someone like Johnny Lawrence to lead in these trying times. But yeah, everybody's like Halloween first. Halloween first. Please do Halloween. God. Oh man, did y'all see that though? Oh, we'll fucking talk about that. Sorry, I was getting ahead of myself. I'm excited to talk about Halloween. It's fun. Gary Catlow says if I had to cast Amber Heard as any superhero, I would cast her as Invisible Woman, so I didn't have to share the same room as her. I would just say she's invincible the entire movie. LOL.
Oh, get it. Hey, get it. I like that savagery.
Hey, be careful. She'll fucking poop in your bed, dude.
Hey, you know what? I know the role for Amber Heard. I know that she could win Emmys. She can win all sorts of awards. I would cast her as the unemployed girl. That's what I would cast her as. Unemployed.
Patrick Hartnett said, "Promise me you'll never go bungee jumping in Mexico. They just don't have the regulations."
Hey, man, you know what's really sad about that whole thing with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp is that not fucking once. You can say what you want about, people have their thing about Disney and Pirates of the Caribbean, but those motherfuckers are like moving ahead without Johnny, and they're not even like apologizing. They're not even saying, "Hey man, here's your job back. We fucked up. I'm sorry. We're eating crow tonight. We're sorry that we let Amber, put a strap on and fuck us in the ass with her lies. We're sorry, man." They're nothing. They're just moving on and act like it didn't happen. And a lot of people were calling for Amber Heard to be fired on Aquaman too. I'm not saying she should have been fired or not, but I mean, it feels like there's no like repercussions that are really happening after she was like basically accusing him of being like goddamn Vigo the Carpathian from Ghostbusters 2 and slamming down, his slime palette on her face.
Yeah, I mean, like, regardless of what else happened, if she pooped in a dude's bed, you should probably fire her. She really doesn't deserve to be. That's not the Mira I know. You know what I mean? Is that her character name?
She's hot as fuck. No, there's nothing like she's hot, but she's crazy hot. Like sometimes when you get so hot, like they can just get away with murder, and you're like, yep, that's what it is. That's what it is. And old poor Johnny is like, I don't like confrontation. I just like to go in and watch my programs and then pretend that I'm like in another world. And I'm nothing saying against Johnny for not being confrontational, but dude, when I was listening to him recount some of that shit, I'm like, pussy. I'm sorry. What? Because I was like, dude, come on. I was married to a controlling bitch before too, but I mean, at that point when she's doing shit like literally, Mike mentioned taking turds and dropping them off in your bed for overnight delivery, and you're not gonna do a goddamn thing except be like, that was really uncalled for, Amber. Why are you acting like that?
Like, you don't understand, mate. She's fucking crazy. She's fucking Looney Tunes.
By the way,
going off. She's taking me biscuits. She's going nuts. I found her on the terrace the other day taking a piss on the mailman's head.
It's like, you're not even fucking British, Johnny. Stop talking like that. You're from Kentucky.
I'm glad that you said something because, by the way, we know he's from Kentucky. We're only doing that because that motherfucker changes accents like he's dodging taxes or something. Like he's acting like he's from a different country.
Toasted chalupa.
It's like Madonna, dude. Madonna did that shit all the time. She would be like British, and then she would be American, then she'd be Canadian, then she'd be Irish, then she'd be Scottish, then she'd be like maybe dead but come back to life. I don't fucking know. That bitch been around forever. I like Madonna, but she crazy.
I just don't see how that happens. Like I get it. Like okay, you get famous, like you start partying with people. Maybe you spend a little bit of time in Britain. You know, you get fucked up on the chew, and like, a few fucking times, like you come back. I can't imagine like your boys, like your friends, like you sit down, you're like, hey man, long time no talk. How's it been, John? He's like, oh, it's been quite well actually. I'd love to watch the Green Bay Packers play a game of the old football, even though it's not real football. You're like, what the fuck? Like we know you don't talk like that. What are you doing?
That. That'd be like if you and I went away and we've like stayed, like we got really famous or something like that, or we lived in England for 2 years and we came back, I'd be like, hey, you still watching them throw the old pigskin down the you're like, yeah, man. I was like, actually, we're gonna go toss around. Why are you talking like that? I was like, what are you talking about? This is what I've always talked to you. Just like not heard me before. I was like, dude, take the cock from your mouth and speak normal American. You're American.
Take the queen's cock out your mouth.
Yeah, oh, I can't. But yeah, but you know, somebody said they're both trash bags. Look, I don't know. I always thought Johnny was a decent guy, but I guess he's had problems. But the thing about it is, I feel bad for him. Like the day his mom dies, you try to fucking videotape him and try to get goad him on to get a reaction out of him. When his fucking mom just died, I just buried her, and she's like, "You just go drink your wine." Like, Jesus Christ! I was like, "Can you just please go shit in my bed and leave me alone?"
Oh,
by the way, that was funny though. I know it was like sad for Johnny, but the way that he took that wine, he's like, "You want to sick crazy,
dude?" That shit. That is. It made me laugh because it's every drunk dude who's just like, you know, who's just drunk. I don't know. Like you walk out and you're like, oh yeah. You want to see crazy? I'll show you crazy. And then all he does is he gets a bottle of wine and he pours it. He's like, that's fucking crazy.
I was like, that sounds great to me.
You're drinking wine, dude. It's not like you're snorting, you know, well, it probably was that, but it's not like, you know, you're doing anything crazy. You're not jumping off the top of a bridge or anything. Like you poured a giant glass of wine. like
yeah, I'd be like, that sounds delicious.
There's stay-at-home moms that do that, you know, fucking after breakfast. I don't know what you're trying to prove here. But
I'll get this one. Mark Dorman, I can't say your last name. Dorman, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, leave Depp alone. His accent is just determined by the drug of the month. Kind of similar to how Southern my accent is determined by my intoxication. That is correct, sir. Well, like, yes, me and Mike have been down the deadly trailer trash type of fucking accents before. We've gotten down there to be nothing wrong with the trailer. I don't mean anything offensive about that, but I'm just saying, like, when you get down deep there, boys. Dude. Let me tell you something. Tomorrow morning, we're going to wake up early. We're going to go to that flea market. First, we're going to Valvoline, and we're going to get our new tires on, and then we're going to Kmart.
I'll tell you what, dude. I just, like, we're from here, you know, like, I'm not from here. I'm from Virginia Beach, but I spent more time here than anywhere else. You're from here. And it kicks in when you're around somebody else that has an extreme redneck accent. Like it fucking just kicks into me when I go, like, I don't know, when I get my car worked on and some guy comes out and he's like, I mean, what's going on with the hood? My shit be taked. And I'll be like, I'm like, man, I don't know if it's like the carburetor or what, but like it's just been making this weird noise. You know, I can I leave it here for the night or what? Is that cool? And I'm like, man. I'll leave it as I'm like, why the fuck are you talking like that? That's not how you talk.
I know when I was at CVS, when I worked there, that we'd have a lot of redneck customers come in and be like, woo wee, boy, I'm telling you what, it's almost like you can't afford to be drinking anymore as an American man, the way they keep raising these prices up on them course. And you're like, yeah, you know, I know it. I mean, a lot of people go over there and get that natural light because they say it's, you know, the same kind of alcoholic high, but a little light on the wallet. Like, now I like the way you're talking about it, and I think I might take it up on it, but I can't be doing that because the wife over there ain't going to have nothing to do with me if I go over there to get that natural light. You know what I mean? I know what you mean, partner. Have a good one. And then when you leave, you're like, what the fuck did I just do?
It's even more embarrassing when someone catches you doing it. Like, you know, like if you, like when I was at work, that would happen a lot because I was a logistics manager. So you're talking to truck drivers sometimes, or somebody that used to be a truck driver. A lot of good old boys that work there, even the ones wearing suits, and they'd come in there and you'd be talking normal. Somebody like, hey, yeah, can I get those TPS reports by like noon today? And then somebody come around, they're like, hey, old buddy, what's going on, man? Oh, nothing, just hanging out. You know how it is. Just how's the wife and kids? How they doing? Okay. And then like someone will look at you like, what the fuck just happened to you? And I don't know, dude. It just slips in and out. It's weird.
Well, you got to have that. If you're going to do customer service, like the only way to do it is that you got to make sure that you're on everybody's level. Like it doesn't matter what they are. Like I'm talking about if you were in like the south side of California, I'd talk different. I mean, I just would. Like I probably wind up talking like Eminem if I lived in Detroit. I'd be like, man, dog, like, I'm trying to be living down here and I want to start living up here. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you don't want to do.
I went to work last night and they were like, you aren't gonna get no overtime. I'm like, what? I'm like, you must be crazy. You must be out your fucking mind if you don't think you're gonna give me overtime tonight.
Tank top screaming Lotto, I don't fit you.
You have to though. If you're in customer service, you have to do that.
Yeah. Not sure says, thank you by the way, says Jay sounds like Joe Grizzly. I think that was from earlier when you were doing the voice or whatever.
I got let me pass this beast in peace.
You better be gone before I'm finished dropping this load. Oh man. How are you guys doing? We've just been rattling off like a couple old betties. Not even
somebody did ask if I was red. I tried a different mode on this light here. Let me try.
That's Jay's spray tan. You got a Red Lobster spray tan. No, you actually look less red now. Yeah, that looks better.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was. I like the pretend that I have a tan because I'm white as a fucking ghost.
Oh yeah, man. I got bad I got bad flaky ass fucking skin. I cannot wait for summer to get here, dude. Whenever winter comes, I just start like fucking just falling apart. Yeah. Just like my face has dandruff. It's it's not even my hair. It's like my fucking arms. It's weird. It's not good for me at all. I should probably learn to lotion as an older man. But I don't.
There's nothing wrong with lotioning.
I don't like the way lotion feels, dude.
Well, I don't want to get to a point where we're like comfortable with each other. I mean, I know we've been friends for over like 22, 23 years, but I don't want us to be like sitting around in between shooting and be like, hey man, you try that Jergens 1000? Like,
I thought you were going to say like rub it on each other. I was like, oh, we have to do that.
It's like, it's wonderful, man. Like Rihanna did an ad for it. It really looks like it works. Like, let's try it on and do a review.
Yeah, dude, it's bad. Like when you start with the lotions like out of force instead of like I don't want to lotion my skin, but I need to moisturize, man. These my what do you call it? What do you call it? Lockdown? Yeah, our quarantine. Banter. I like to say our quarantine was sponsored by Coors Light, man. Put on the pounds. Oh. The skin's looking a little bloated. You got to start taking care of your skin a little bit in your older age. It just comes with the territory.
Mine was Mick Ultra, but it'll still do it to you. It'll still do it to you. It don't matter. It don't matter if it's a Superior Light beer. It will still crotch check you. You'll be like, guess what, fatty? You got a few pounds.
It's gonna get you. He's gonna get you.
But man, you gotta live your best life. I mean, look, 2020 fucking gave us a shit storm. You gotta live your best life, man. You gotta turn a negative into a positive. Turn that frown upside down. You gotta make it do. You gotta make it do.
Sean Tubby said he chatted and we missed it. God damn it. By the way, I got one in the email I got to go back to from last week, too. Chuck and Renee Eggers says, much love getting my drink on. Can I get a Loomis shout out for my brother, Jerry? Jerry's a Southern name, by the way.
Yeah. How you doing, Jerry? There used to be a chain of restaurants called Jerry's. They served all sorts of shit. But you know what happened, Jerry? They were full of cockroaches. And they were full of slime and butt pickles everywhere. And those are basically boogers from your asshole. They wiped them on the wall like little dingleberries. That's right, it was full of them. I hope you're not like that, Jerry. I hope you have a good night. Your brother is a good man. Get out of my face. Get a job. Okay, what are you doing here?
Dude, by the way, Jerry's might be the place that you're thinking about that serve them old egg sandwiches.
No, my point, I never had any egg sandwiches except Mom's. I never had egg sandwich from anywhere. I mean, I had egg McMuffins, but like, not like an actual legit egg sandwich.
I'll make you an egg sandwich, baby. Next time you come over, I'll throw them up. I make them all the time.
You know what's funny is like, Mom still to this day, and she's like 87 years old. You're over it, and she's like, baby, what are you looking for? You hungry? Mom will make you egg sandwich. How many egg sandwiches you want? I'm like, Mom, I don't want nothing. 2.
Michael,
and then, dude, she put it on a hamburger bun because she was out of Wonder Bread. Like, Mom, I can't eat that. You don't even know if it's good or not. You try it. I was like,
hey, man,
it's good, but I mean, Mom, it's not Wonder Bread.
I cook all the fucking time now, dude. I got one of those big, gigantic griddles that's like that deep and like that big around. And then
take that dick down.
You could just like, I like to pretend like I'm on the Old West, it's like my only thing I can cook in. You could throw anything in there together. Like I could throw a couple eggs, throw a couple sausages, put some bacon in there, just put it in one big pot together and just let it sizzle. And I just feel like a fucking man. And then I feed it to my 4-year-old who's dressed as a princess in the air conditioning of my own home.
I was impressed when I was able to make egg sandwiches without burning down the fucking, or not an egg, just eggs, scrambled eggs without burning down shit. But I got nervous because I would put it in there. I'd be like, oh my god, oh my god. And
There's a lot to it, man.
It'd be all sizzling and popping. And I'm like, what the fuck? And mom would like, throw in some butter. I'm like, how much? She's like, the whole stick.
Why is mom all of a sudden sound like fucking Miss Buttersworth, dude?
Because she was kind of in a way. She's like, throw in some butter, baby. I'm like, mom, no, we don't need no butter. She's like, throw a stick in there. I'm like, mom, this is from 1967. She's like, it's still good butter.
Oh man, Michael Stapp, thanks, buddy. He says, I really want to see Morbius on a scale of 1 to 10. How bad do you guys want to see it? I'm like a 6. I got 5 on it. Yes, it did.
I think it could go either way. As far as the character and seeing it, if it's developed in the correct way and Morbius is actually fleshed out in the way that he should be, I'm on board 100%. I'm an 8 on that level. Jared Leto playing him, I think he's perfect for it. I really do think that like emo-ish version of him would be a perfect fit for Morbius, because Morbius is kind of a emo kind of character anyway. But yeah, I'm probably an 8 on it. I mean, I probably am. Not a 5 on it. I'm an 8 on it. But if it's done right, it could be a really shit show too. It could be a big shit show.
Yeah, I love the idea of it. I like the look of him as Morbius. I like Jared Leto as Morbius. The idea of that, despite the Joker thing that happened, we won't talk about that little guy right there. We won't. Oh no. But
Mike,
what?
Damaged, bro.
What?
Damaged. Don't talk about that.
Oh shit! I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Damaged,
My
bro.
skin falling off again.
Damaged.
Clarice.
You don't want no beef. You don't know
Silence of the lambs. But no, I have a bad feeling it's going to be one of those really, really formulaic superhero movies. I hope it's not, but I just got that kind of vibe from it a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
The more
it also depends on how much Marvel gets involved with it. Because Morbius could be like Blade. It could be like a very like R-rated kind of movie, and it depends on how much Marvel actually evolves themselves in the process, like Disney.
Yeah, that's true too. Sean, I can't find. I don't see your comment in there, buddy. I tried to go back and get it. Let me get to this one right before we take a break, and when we come back, I promise we'll talk about the Halloween news. Sorry for taking so long to get to that, guys.
Hey man, but we got 317 fucking people in here hanging out with our dumb shit asses. I'm gonna say thank you guys for that. You guys are going to be so disappointed when we get to the Halloween news that you're going to be like, why did I wait for it?
No, the news is cool. We're just not.
I hope these motherfuckers fall out of a plane.
This one was from Austin, by the way. I love the email he sent, by the way. He was like, hey, I kind of feel like a dick gobbler for this, but you missed my super chat. And I was like, no, I don't feel like a dick gobbler.
No, that's
all,
man.
But he says, not sure is the name. I think we mentioned him earlier. He says, how do you guys feel about comic book films affecting the future source material? This effect kind of ruined Deadpool and completely changed the Guardians of the Galaxy. So how do you feel about comic book films affecting future source material, meaning like the future comic books?
No, I think he means like the comic books, like the canon comic books affecting the films that are made in the actual like studios. Like, so if they have a new comic book, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if it's. I just heard Star-Lord they just made bisexual in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Gotcha. So that's what he's talking about.
Like whether or not that's going to have an effect, and I've heard the rumors about whether or not that's like a dig at Chris Pratt, and that's their way of doing it. Does it have an effect? Look, here's the thing: it could possibly have an effect on the way they develop the films, but not really, because I think the formula that's working for Marvel and the formula that DC is starting to kind of get behind is like their formula. I don't think they need to go to the comic books for reference material. I mean, they changed a lot of things for the MCU that doesn't necessarily. I mean, they didn't do the original Avengers, right? I mean, they didn't go Iron Man, Wasp, Ant-Man, Hulk, and Thor. Those are the original 5, and they make the Avengers, and then you de-thaw Captain America. They didn't do that. They went a different route. They went more of the Ultimate Avengers. It does have some effect, but I don't think it's going to ultimately have any kind of real world effect that we're going to see on screen, because people would be like. The thing about it is because comic book writers and comic book creators, they can make really fucked up moronic decisions about those characters and go a route that is not going to work for everybody. Marvel wants to make money. Marvel wants to make money, and so does DC's. That doesn't mean that they're going to go exactly with what the comic books are going to do. I don't think it'll have any really an effect.
Yeah, I don't either, man. Sometimes I read comic books, though. Like if you ever pick up a new comic book, which I do rarely. I just picked up all like I spent like $40 fucking on like 6 goddamn comic books. They're so fucking expensive now, dude.
Madness.
They're so expensive now. They're like $7. They all have a variant version you got to fucking get. Anyways, I wanted to get on this the future state DC craze at the beginning.
Yeah.
So I went over there and I bought all the first issues. By the way, I got them in the fucking car. I opened the bag and all the corners were fucking ripped. I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, how do you do that? I went to like official comic book store for that shit.
Did you pay cover price, or did you pay like an additional on top of the cover price?
No, it was cover price. Them bitches were like $6.99 a piece. They were brand new.
What? Yeah, that's why I'm glad I got out of it, because I remember the last time I collected comic books, they were like $3.99, and that was even expensive back then.
Dude, and like some of them still are, but most of them are $4.99, $5.99, $6.99. Now, a couple of the alternate versions I bought because I was like, fuck it, if I'm gonna get on this, I'm gonna buy them all up. But I got the Superman. The future state Superman. There's a new There's a new Batman that they're doing. So I wanted to get the first one of those, and it's Lucius Fox's son, which is kind of cool. So I wanted to get in on that. I got a couple variants of that. But anyway, long story short, sometimes I read comic books and I actually look at them and I go, "Fuck, man! Like I wish they would make this a movie." And then there's other times, like now when I read Deadpool, I always fucking have Ryan Reynolds' voice in my head. Like
it was funny because back in the day when Deadpool first came out, when Ryan Reynolds was a known thing about Van Wilder, like I think a lot of people were calling for him to be Deadpool. I mean, that's the Ryan Reynolds literally was born to be Deadpool.
Yeah, he really was.
But here's the thing. Yeah, look, are there bad decisions that are made in comic books? Yes, 100%. Like sometimes they take your favorite characters and they fuck them up all beyond expectation just to fit in a certain mold that society has deemed acceptable at the time. Like if they want to, it's like, well, it's got to be this way because society said so. They fuck it up. Does that mean that the movies are going to reflect that? I don't necessarily think so, because I think what they're working with is that they've established their universe. Like I look at MCU and I look at the DCEU as separate universes from the comic books in a lot of ways. Like they have their own thing going on. I don't think that they might use ideas from the comic books, but as far as like making it a reality in the movies, I don't think that'll ever happen.
It's a nice minor league though for them though. Like they can test ideas out on paper, and then if they're huge, then hey, maybe we make this into a fucking movie. But in my opinion, they move too slowly on all that shit anyways. But JB Sports Radio, thanks buddy. Love your icon. I'm pretty sure that's Mel Gibson with a giant mustache. If that's you, you kind of look like crazy version Mel Gibson. I like it. He says, I love your dirt button sniffers.
Okay. I like it.
Is that like, what is your dirt button? Is that your butthole?
Yeah, that's your butt.
But what does sniffers mean? Like, I love your dirt button.
He likes to smell your butt.
No, but he didn't say I love to sniff your dirt button. He said I love your dirt button sniffers. Is it like I love your, like I don't have two buttholes, so it can be.
Somebody
butthole.
cue the "Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?"
All right,
hey, that show needs to come back.
They did. They brought it back on Netflix. Nobody cared. Yeah. Dante H, thanks, buddy. Said, just wanted to say hey to you guys and everyone in the chat. Keep up the good work. Love you guys. That was sweet. Thank you, Dante.
Thanks.
I hope you have an amazing week. Hey, we're way through this week. I don't know what the fucking rest of the week's going to bring after the goddamn today, boys.
We in that hump day. By the way, Dante, don't fall in any infernos.
you scallywagger.
You rascal, you.
You scoundrel.
Rascal.
Daniel Hurl says, God bless America. God bless America indeed, my friend.
There you go. Okay.
We'll make it through
all this. Nothing wrong with that. God bless it.
We'll make it through all this crazy shit, my friend. Yes, we fucking will. Sean Tubby 123. I think he said, please don't ignore this one. You should have just emailed me, dude. You didn't have to do it twice. Thank you, though. Says, number one, please don't ignore this one. Maybe he was just fucking with us, too. I'm not sure I believe him. Number two, sorry, y'all. I don't mean to sound like a Karen. Okay, I guess he wasn't fucking with us.
What?
Number three, Jay, if you love me, watch Entourage. You do need to watch Entourage.
I've heard, man. It's not. I love you. I love you, Sean. I love it. I want to squeeze you. But I mean, I've heard it from Mike, and I've heard it from my brother. You got to watch Entourage. So maybe that'll be my weekend adventure. Maybe on Friday I'll start Entourage after we're done with the fight.
Hey, man, let me know when you start watching it, and I'll start watching it again, and then we can talk about it together. I'll do that for you, honey. I'll do that for you. Okay.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I was talking to you. I was talking to you.
Pay me respects.
I can't.
You call me honeysuckle. You pay me respect.
I can't look you in the eye when I talk dirty to you. I just can't do it. It's too much.
Why? You afraid you're gonna get this?
You asked for too much. I'm not ready.
You gonna get this?
Oh.
No, yeah, I really do want to see Entourage though. Like after what Mike and Cody said about it, my brother, it seems interesting.
Number four, please, Ice Ice Baby duet. How can we do that? How can we do an Ice Baby?
I think you know what? I think that would be really fun. Maybe Friday Night Fight or something like that. Maybe to open up the Friday Night Fights, Ice Baby.
How do you do a duet of Ice Baby though?
I think I would do a verse, or you would do a verse, or I don't know.
Are you not ready to do that right now? You don't have it. You don't have the funk right now.
I don't.
I can do it right now.
Hey, dude, look, I just told you the screaming demons are coming up from hell for me. I'm holding on by a goddamn leaf in the autumn winds.
All right, so okay, hold that thought. I'm gonna write it down here in my book. Ice Baby.
Wait a minute, Egg. He said, "Shay, look at me." Hi, Egg.
Look at me. And number 5, he says, "Love you, Sean."
I love you.
Sorry, I missed that super chat. We're definitely gonna Ice Baby the shit out of this thing on Friday. By the way, if you guys weren't here earlier, Friday we're doing Sam Raimi versus.
You fucked it up again.
Fuck.
Yeah.
James Wan.
There you go. I thought you were gonna say Jim Lee. It's like the comic book artist.
All right, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back, and then we'll finally talk about Halloween. Sorry for making you guys wait for so long. We just had a lot of shit to catch up on. You know, I like the first hour show just being like some nice, just fucking. What do you want to do?
Yeah, it's kind of like Welcome Back, Kotter. It's just like hanging out in the classroom before class actually starts. Homeroom.
Intel Wild says, "Hey, Micah J. Thanks, buddy, by the way." He says, "I'm hung like a Tic Tac, but I have a 10-inch personality." Well,
that's awesome.
Hey, man, I love sucking Tic Tacs. Wait, what? Were you talking about? Oh,
hey, man,
on.
you gotta be like, hey, come over here, I'll freshen your breath.
What flavor? What's the best flavor of Tic Tac, by the way?
It's gotta be peppermint.
You know, you're right.
I would go with the orange, but the orange is too candy-like. I mean, orange is good, but peppermint
fucking taste like butthole, dude. I like the green ones a little bit. The white ones are just the white ones. They're just, it's like fucking toothpaste, but it's standard. The orange ones are okay.
Oh yeah, the orange ones. I like the orange ones.
The fruit ones are ass.
Giggle Bush break. I ain't gonna do no Giggle Bush right now, okay? Because if I get to do Giggle Bush, then I can't come back. I swear to God, if I did Giggle Bush, I'd be thinking there were like 16 cameras, like I was on Real World Seattle.
Yeah.
I'd be talking like different cameras.
Jay would be like, "You guys mad at me? Are you guys mad at me?"
And man, that's what I do. I get paranoid, and then I think everybody's angry at me. Like one time I smoked it, and then I thought, and it was a Halloween party. I thought Mike, I thought his wife, I thought my ex-wife, she's a skank. I thought everybody was mad at me. I'm like, I was doing the dishes. Like, why are you mad at me, dude? Like, Mike just came in and said, "What's up?" I'm like, why are you mad at me, dude? I'm doing the dishes. I'm scrubbing the fuck out of it. And you're just coming over here with an attitude and you're mad. And he's like, "Dude, no one's mad at you." I'm like, "No, it's fine. I can take it. Everybody hates me." It gets real weird.
It was literally anxiety incarnate with Jason.
It's so bad.
When I do it, I can't stop laughing at anything. And then I start to freak out that I'm laughing at stuff that I'm not supposed to laugh at. And then I laugh so much that I can't breathe. And then I have an anxiety attack. But, you know, that's just, we're too old for pot, I guess. A lot of love for orange Tic Tacs in the chat, by the way.
Orange Tic Tacs are good, man. Like, that's some good shit.
Yeah. Todd said Jay will do dishes. Jay fucking loves doing dishes, dude. This little sicko over here gets off on it. He puts on the gloves and fucking everything, man. He puts on the yellow gloves.
Like, listen, I was goddamn like Bob Marley of the dishes. I'd sing songs and shit, and I'd reinvent how to do dishes. I'd start throwing that bitch up in the air and catching them and juggling. We're like, woo, Fantasia. I'd be like Mickey Mouse in that motherfucker.
Oh, shit. Bye, Julian. Julian's got to go. Bye. All right, guys. Julian. We'll be right back.
All right.
Enjoy this while we're gone. A delectable treat from Samuel Jack Johnson.
Welcome back to Wham!
I don't know what the fuck that joke was even.
Loomis!
I'm still here. I can't get this to work. God damn
Michael.
it. Fuck.
You don't understand! This is the casting for Dr. Loomis for the new Halloweens!
Foods that start with the letter Q.
I don't give a fuck about quiche!
Guys!
No! Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitch!
We just found out that the new Halloween movie, written and by David McBride and David Gordon Green, I'm probably saying his name wrong, and directed by David Gordon Green, I'm probably saying his name wrong.
Danny McBride.
The new Halloween will take place after Halloween 2.
And by the way, I want to address something really quick, okay? I saw these in the comments. When we were doing the other script, we were talking about the... I mean, when we talked about, like, where it was going to take place, we said the 80s, okay? I'm just going to address this really quick. We know, Mike and I both know, that Halloween 1 and 2 take place in the same timeline. They take place the night after Halloween 1, which is technically the 70s, but Halloween 2 was not shot until like 1980. So fucking get off of it.
Jesus Christ.
That's Jason Bourne.
It's gonna be alright.
Well, it pissed me off. I was like, I know my timelines, bitch.
So guys, the new movie's gonna pick up where Halloween 2 left off. That begs the question. Is Loomis going to be in this movie?
Yes.
Or are they going to kill him off?
No.
Because in the original Halloween timeline, right, Loomis survived the explosion in the hospital at the end of Halloween 2, and so did Michael. We don't know for a fact that Loomis is going to be in this movie. Maybe John Carpenter will pick it up and just have Loomis be dead, that he died in that fire too, which would make sense. But for fuck's sake, let's have a good time and dance with cha-cha music on. Let's decide.
Let's dance with the devil right now.
There is a chance that Loomis will be in this movie.
He's going to be in it, Mike. Stop saying chances.
So we're going to go through our show called Dreamcasting, where we pick and choose who we want to play Loomis in the next movie.
We actually haven't done this in a while, so this is going to be fun.
Starting off with the most obvious choice, I want to say, I've gone through these and I've made me a whole nice little pretty list.
The obvious choice
I want to run by you.
okay.
I'm going to run by you. We're going to talk about them.
Cool.
It's going to be all right.
Okay,
no one has to take their clothes off.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
It's going to be okay. So, but let's start with the most obvious choice. In Halloween Returns, the script. At the end of the script, they have Loomis coming back. Spoiler alert. At the end of that script, Loomis comes back as Gary Oldman. So let's start with Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman.
Do you like it?
I'm okay with it. I'm not against it. I think Gary Oldman would be a phenomenal choice to be Dr. Loomis. But when they're saying in the script, the script that we reviewed, 40-ish Gary Oldman, I don't think that Gary Oldman could pull off the 40-ish Gary Oldman.
I think he could. He's in his 40s.
I don't know, man.
He's not that far.
I mean, I don't like the way that he played Commissioner Gordon, and I could definitely see him bring levity and bring like this hard-ass edge to Dr. Loomis.
Would you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. I would take that. I'd be okay with that. And this list that I'm going to go through, guys, some of these guys aren't English. I feel like a non-English actor could pull off Loomis still. He's not hardcore.
I'm not English.
You know, see? And he's not hardcore. Jay's another one on the list. Obviously, we give a thumbs up to that.
Thanks, bro.
You're welcome.
So nice of you.
I think you do a moderate job.
Fuck you.
Fuck your bitch and the clique you claim.
West Side in the house.
So let's go through the list. Michael Fassbender. Think about it.
Yes,
think about it.
I don't need to think about it.
Okay.
I'm already sold.
Don't think about it.
I'm already sold.
He'll never do it, probably.
You know what? I would be the greatest corporate. I'd be the great. If Mike was pitching this and I was the corporate guy, I'd be your greatest ally. I'd be like, I'm done.
I want him. The question with Fassbender would be like, would he do the role or not? And automatically your thoughts would be, no, he's not going to be in a Halloween movie. But dude, he does these movies. Like Michael Fassbender's in direct-to-DVD movies.
Yeah.
For some weird fucking reason, he's in like direct-to-DVD westerns. So he'll do whatever, and he would be really good. He's around the right age group. He's English. He can fucking act the panties off a unicorn. I think he'd be killer.
You can act the panties off a unicorn. You're in business.
Absolutely.
But like Michael Fassbender, the only problem I would have with him is that he's got so many projects going on, and he is like Magneto. Like he's got a huge thing going on right now. I don't know if he would actually, and I hate to say this about any Halloween movie, but lower himself to a point to do a horror reboot.
Not just that, but the fact is it's a Blumhouse production. Blumhouse is famous for, he makes good horror movies. Get Out, that just came out.
I want to see, honestly, I mean, we're gonna go through these name brand actors. We're gonna go through like the fucking Chevys and the Toyotas of the world. But I wouldn't mind seeing like, you know, a Saturn car coming out, like, you know, an unknown actor, like somebody that we've never seen before doing a phenomenal job. But Michael Fassbender, I'd be on board with that.
The thing is that I don't think that they ain't got that money. I don't think they can pay for an actor like that, because Blumhouse likes to do things on the cheap. Then again, this is Halloween, who knows? Yeah. So next up, let me throw this one at you.
Okay.
Cleopatra coming at you.
Cleopatra's gonna
Brandy, Say My Name.
Brandy's gonna be
Jason Isaacs. We just saw him in A Cure for Wellness. He's in that new show, The OA, on Netflix. He's the dude who looks just like, if you don't know who I'm talking about, I'll show a picture of him here. He looks just like Timothy Dalton. Like he could have been James Bond. Any day of the week.
I love Jason Isaacs. Jason Isaacs is, to me, a very underrated actor. Your phone needs to shut the fuck up.
Eat me, dick face!
But Jason Isaacs is an underrated actor to me. But as far as Jason Isaacs doing a role like this, I don't know, man. Like I'm not against it, but I'm just
those piercing eyes.
He does have.
Jamie, tell me where he is, Jamie. Stop yelling at children, Dr. Loomis.
Laurie, get your ass away from them. It's so weird that we both said that. But no, he.
Oh, dude, I think I busted a gasket.
I know it hurts a lot when you have to keep yelling.
Oh.
Goddamn Michael! He just. If he were to do it, I would feel like it was a made-to-TV movie. I don't know why. It's not like a bad choice. I just don't really know if I could get
thumbs up,
it.
thumbs down.
I'm going down on
thumbs up, you son of a bitch.
I'm going down on that
You
one.
wouldn't be happy if you saw that?
I mean, Can I do this?
No, we're going fucking off the rails right now.
Okay.
This is getting crazy. Mel Gibson. I mean, he can act in any situation.
First off, fuck
ever.
your bitch and the click you claim. All right, yes, okay, but we are Mel Gibson fanboys, so
Mel
immediately
Gibsonites.
we're gonna immediately say yes, like yes, all the way through it. No. But Mel Gibson, I don't see Mel Gibson wanting to act like that anymore. Like I don't see him wanting to do a role like that. I think he wants to be the guy behind the camera.
He's
so
the perfect age. He's got the broken down face. He's not English, and that's the only reason.
6 or 7 years ago, Mel Gibson probably would have been all over that. But I don't think he wants to do it now. Like I don't even think that he could.
But you
embody the character.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm giving it a hard thumb up.
I mean, I'm there with a thumbs up because I love Mel Gibson. But
7 Up. I would love it. I would love it.
Heads up, 7 Up. The first person puts the finger in your butt.
Another American.
Oh, me. We back.
Try not to suck any dick on the way to the park, huh?
Yeah, if you guys were watching, that was a really old video. Blast from the past. I think it was our Loomis casting video, maybe.
Oh,
what
shit,
it was?
that was really, yeah.
Yeah, back before we really knew what was going on. But yeah, so tonight's news, we'll get right into it. Sorry for making you guys wait. Halloween Kills, man. Woo! Woo!
Man.
The news has begun to trickle. We are back! We are back! On the escalator.
In the saddle again. By the way, yeah, this picture looks fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, dude.
Like, you know what? I got that. Like, I don't know. When I saw the picture, it reminded me of like this song. It goes, Michael. It was cool as fuck, man. I don't know. It's awesome. He looks good as shit.
Yeah, let me pull it up here for you guys, and we'll look at it together. We'll take a gander at it. So, Total Film did a exclusive expose on the new Halloween Kills. It released one of the first images from the film. It was the first bit of Halloween news that we've gotten in a really, really long fucking time. So it was really nice to see something from Halloween Kills again. And hopefully this breaks the floodgates open and we can really start, because we're in 2021 now. That shit's coming this October. They promise. They promised.
Hey, listen. If it gets delayed one more time, me and Mike are rioting. Straight up.
But it's a poor choice.
Straight up. Hey, that man has money.
Maybe poor choice of words, Jim.
Hey, he beats me. Straight up.
Maybe not that word. But I'm fucking right. You're fucking right. But no, Jason Blum said, he's like, hey, hell or high water, it's released in October. So we don't have to worry about it getting delayed anymore, whether it's VOD, fucking theaters, whatever. Halloween Kills coming in October. So what month is it? What year is it? That's 10 months from now.
I don't even know.
10 months from now. So, it'll probably be a little while before we get anything else. So let's enjoy this together. Let me pull it up here on WeWatchedAMovie.com, the greatest source for news of all time. You've never seen news like it.
It'll burn your butt cheek there because of all the coolness that you'll have.
Here it is. So, let's see. Yeah, that's not it. That's a good picture, though. So here's the picture, man. I'm going to make it big for you. Promises. But
that's what she said. I know.
This is the picture, man, that they showed. Michael was standing at the top of a staircase. A lot of comments about the blue lighting. Everybody loves the blue lighting.
Yeah.
There was a lot of blue lighting in Halloween 2018 if you look back on it, by the way. People acting like there wasn't, but there was some blue lights in that. But
yeah,
he's standing at the top, typical Michael, top of the staircase. I said it looks like your dad when you get home on report card day. Like he got to the mail first.
Dude, it does. It also looks like your dad when you like, or your if you're a husband or a boyfriend that told your girlfriend or wife not to get you anything for Christmas, and she winds up actually not getting you anything for Christmas. You're like, what the fuck? Or like it kind of looks like a crackhead from 7-Eleven, like looking through the plexiglass, and like you said you didn't have any change, and you went in there and bought a 6-pack. Like, I don't know. It's weird. I got money. Look, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's weird.
He also looks like he's just like, like I said in the article there, he looks like he's just, it's like, fuck, I don't want to walk down this elevator or walk down these stairs. Where's the elevator at? But no, there, you got the big knife there. Look how wet he looks, dude. Michael Myers looks wet. He looks moist, dog. Michael Myers looks moist. But he's yeah, those look super wet. I don't know what that's from.
You know what it is? It's because he was fucking on fire at the end of the movie and he had to jump into a Lake Michigan. He had to jump into some kind of fucking lake, and he pulled himself up like a man, and he still has his mask on. He's like, I might be wet, but I'm ready to kill you, bitch.
For reference to what Jay's talking about there, check out our video that's going to be released soon. We just did it on the live stream the other day, but there was a script that had Michael falling into Lake Michigan that we talked about. But no, man, like the suit looks good, Mike looks good. They got the shadow on that side of his face, which I don't even know if it's going to be this shadowed when they show it on screen. I think this was just to once again keep that mask, the new Christopher Nelson, the great award-winning Christopher Nelson.
Academy award-winning Christopher Nelson.
That's right. His new mask to still keep it, under wraps a little bit. They showed it a little bit in the trailer that we saw, but they're still trying to keep it for the most part in wraps. But then again, I could be wrong. Maybe they really do keep him in the shadows a lot in the movie, which I think
that's actually what's going to happen. I think that a lot of it's going to be lighting. I know that our bud Dave McRae loves the lighting and the atmosphere on the Halloween movies. He thinks it's very important, and it is very important. He looks really cool in this photo. And I think that's probably that's exactly what they're going to do. I think that they're going to hide him in shadow, which I think is probably where Michael Myers is the creepiest. He looks the best in shadow, like, just barely kind of revealed and coming out like, the booger monster that you didn't know was hanging in your nose. Like you just don't know it.
Yeah.
And I think also, I always wonder if I was like, I don't know why, but dude, I was like, why can't they pan down so I can see what kind of boots he's wearing? Like he got them Skechers. He got Doc Martens. He got Uggs. What he wearing? He got them DeWalt's. He got them those fucking steel toe boots.
Yeah, dude. Like, and not only that, but you see the window behind him. I saw someone mention earlier. It reminds him of the house from Halloween 5 that they used.
Oh yeah.
I can see that a little bit, but that's like I don't think that's a normal house window, right? You actually have like some, what do you call those things? Like water paints, what the fuck they're called? Wait, what do you call it? She's got her headphones in. Like when the window's like in a church.
Oh yeah. Stained glass window.
There you go, stained glass windows. Yeah, it looks like a stained glass window, like in a church or something like that. But then again, I don't think that looks like a church either.
Well, then we know that Michael was trying to get religion, and somebody fucked that up. Like he was just trying to get in there and get saved by the Lord. And then people were like, "Hey, there's Michael Myers." He's like, "I'm trying to get saved, y'all."
Hey, Mister. You don't belong here.
I want to it is. Does it not like remind you? It's very reminiscent of Halloween, the original Halloween, when he's like looking down the steps. Like remember when he comes around that corner and after he knocks down Jamie Lee Curtis and he knocks her over the railing and he kind of comes over and he's staring down the staircase.
Yes, yeah.
And I feel like that's a callback, and I think that's that's what they've done really well with doing these with Halloween 2018. The callbacks, man, like just the thing for the fans. And I think I think there's gonna be a lot of that in it.
Yeah, and someone mentioned before as well, which there's a super chat about this also, so it's perfect time. Andrew Contreras, thanks, buddy. He says, based on Allison's distress with this photo, he may or may not have just killed someone. There is a from the little mini trailer that they released earlier this year when they announced the postponement. You can see Allison on what looks like many people assumed or imagine that maybe that was she's actually at the Myers house, on the step on the porch of the Myers house, looking like screaming like she just saw something awful. I don't actually see that. I don't have the picture here, but in that picture, she looks like she's looking off the porch rather than inside the door. This would have been inside the door. I don't actually think this is from that same scene. I could be wrong, but I am very interested in if this was supposed to be the Myers house. Why is there a stained glass window in the Myers house? I don't picture that. That seems odd to me. Yeah. But again, that doesn't look like a church. So I don't fucking know. I mean,
you know what it is, Mike? I think he's infiltrated Doctor Strange's house.
Ah, yes.
That's what it is. The Eye of Agamotto. Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Got to get those tie-ins. Got to get that Marvel money.
All I gotta say, like, I love I think the main thing to take away from this picture is just how badass he looks, and the use of lighting and shadow that they're actually putting on him. I think that's what's the best about it. Like, it's not just the fact that he looks cool and he's in a great pose. Like, he may have pooped his pants, but you don't know. But it's the reflection of the light, man. Like the fact that they keep half his face in shadow, half his body in shadow. You get a little light reflecting off the knife and just enough off the mask, like it's intimidating.
Yeah,
I think that's the coolest part about it. I mean, I don't know. Like, yeah, did he just kill somebody? It's possible, or did he just come out of the toilet?
It'd be funny if he got out of the basement, was on fucking fire, and like ran across the street to the neighbor's shower and turned it on. Like, that's why he's soaking wet. He's like, oh god, I'm on fire.
Hey, we're the wet bandits.
But he may have just killed someone in a shower too. I mean, like, I know that's a stretch, but maybe he's walking out of a bed. Maybe they recreate the fucking Psycho scene. I don't know. This is all fucking guesses, but he is super wet.
Yeah, wet on the wet again.
Moist
I like,
Michael.
you know what? I know people want a lot. They want a lot more details to emerge about this film. They want a lot more screenshots. But I'm glad they're keeping it slow paced in what they're revealing to us, because I like that you don't really see a lot.
Yeah.
We don't really see I mean, I know he's burnt. Like we already pretty much assume. I think we all can agree that it's the same mask from Halloween 2018. It's gonna be fucking melted and all sorts of gnarly skank shit on his mask, right? But they're keeping that side in shadow, but he still looks cool, man. I like how they're doing this. Like, it's just teasing out the cock a little bit, just a little bit, and it's like, now put it in.
Just the
now
tip.
Put it in.
Ouch, ouch, you're on my hair. Just the tip. Holly Roxy has a good point. She said some older houses have a few stained glass windows in them, so that could, it could make sense. Just because there's a stained glass window doesn't mean officially that this is not based in a house. I just think it's kind of weird to me.
Well, I'm like it looks like. I mean, yeah, it could be easily a stained glass window, but it kind of looks like some kid was up there and they did squiggly lines in like somebody fogged up the glass and they were doing squiggly lines.
Well, Dylan Rackle, thanks for the super chat, buddy. He says coveralls are terrible. Sleeves look like bell bottoms at the ends, and the hair is wrong as usual. Courtney just doesn't look the part to me. Never has. Dylan, I love you, man, and thanks for the super chat. But
God damn,
Courtney, James Jude Courtney has nothing to do with anything in this picture.
What are you talking about?
That's not James. I don't know if you know this, but that's not James Jude Courtney's hair, bro.
Hey man, I respect everybody's opinion for sure, but like that guy came in like goddamn Ryu, Hadouken, Hadouken. He fucking like ruined it. But I think he looks cool, man. Like I don't know,
I don't see that at all, bud.
Again, Mike already mentioned it. We did a script review when they did try to drastically change Mike Myers' outfit, and I just don't think if they had gone that route it would work. I really don't. I'm glad they keep with the OG. I want the coveralls. I want the mask, the way, and everything's working in the favor of the OG classic Michael Myers, and that's what I'm here for. Like I don't want to see too dramatic of a shift, like because that gets you in trouble, right? I mean, we all can agree that. I think we all can agree that Halloween 4 is a great movie. It really is a great movie, but the mask really fucks itself from the whole movie. It really does. Halloween 5 is a terrible movie all around. That motherfucker looks like he just got done like baling hay or whatever they fucking do. and Halloween 6 I like, but the problem is just stick to the OG shit. Like if you stick to the original stuff, you're fine. Like, I don't know.
And this makes sense too, because as we said, the mask has been distressed over the years. But yeah, I honestly don't see it. I mean, I don't see the problems anybody would have with the Christopher Nelson mask from 2018 or this one or the hair or any of that shit. I think everybody's entitled to their own opinion, of course, but I don't see anything wrong with it at all, man. I think it's spot on. I think it's fucking nailed. But
I think it feels good.
Still love you anyway, buddy. Not sure. Thanks, buddy. Says movie idea, The Bodyguard, but it's The Psychiatrist starring Loomis. Can Jay sing "I Will Always Hate You" to Michael? I like it.
That's actually a great idea. Okay. And I will always hate you. I stuck you in the face with a lot of needles and you didn't die, because I will always hate you. Oh. It's so dumb. You know what's really sad though is like that kind of voice would probably sell in 2021 and 2020. It probably win a Grammy. Like that's really good. Jesus Christ. That's really good. So much emotion in that bitch.
You never fucking know with today's music, man. But this picture's not all there is to it, by the way, even though I think the picture looks fucking great. Someone said the firefighters hosed him down outside of the house. That could be why he's wet.
You know what? I know it's not funny, but could you imagine a scene in the movie where he's standing there on fire and he's not moving or screaming, and the firefighter's like, fucking hose him down. And he's like, yes. And then he stands there and he turns around so they can get the backside of him. And then he murders them all.
He turns around and does the Ace Ventura thing. He's like, "Os Holio."
Yeah, it's like when your kid, like, hey, daddy, squirt me with the gun or squirt me with the fucking the hose. Squirt me with the hose gun. Do it, daddy. And he's like,
it goes slow motion, and Michael's like, "Oh, sachet de moi," as the fucking water's going all over and shit.
It's Tresemme. Ooh la la.
Herbal essences. Yes. Yes. I don't know what the fuck just happened here, but
Hey man, but it is what it is. I mean, there are always going to be differing opinions on it, but I think he looks cool, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait. And according to sources and according to people we've talked to, Halloween or Halloween Kills is going to be off the fucking rails, man. It's going to be like way bigger and better and more violent than Halloween 2018. So
yeah, man.
I want to see some of that shit. You know what I hope? I really hope there's one scene though that they bring back that strobe effect like they had in Halloween 6 where he's in the medical room.
I would
and he
like
fucks
that.
shit up. I want to see it.
I would like that a lot, Jim. And for all the talk about how shadowy this picture is and how good the shadows look, I actually don't think it's going to turn out that way with the film. I think that was more something for the photo because maybe in that scene, maybe a little bit, but because you're talking about everybody says about this film, the one thing everybody says is it's fucking violent and people die by the fucking bucket load. There's going to be so much violence, so many deaths, triple the kills or whatever the fuck it was they said. Apparently this movie is supposed to have so if you're going to show Michael killing that many people, you're not going to be able to keep him in the shadows that much. But I don't mind either way. I like a little bit of Michael in the shadows, but I also like my vicious, brutal fucking Michael. You got to find a medium ground. And I know immediately as soon as I say this, it's always the same response. Yeah, but you don't want a movie that's all gore and kills and no substance. To that, I say the people I've talked to who have seen the movie have all said the same thing. Now, I didn't get any spoilers from them or anything like that because I don't like that shit, but they all said the same thing. And what they said was, it's fucking shockingly emotional, like tear-jerking fucking emotional.
Which could lead you to speculation about whether or not Jamie Lee Curtis survives it. Whether there's a big, a moment there where she is saying goodbye to her daughter and granddaughter and passing the torch in a way, or even if there's an emotional scene between her and Michael. Now, I doubt that very seriously, but I'm just saying maybe I feel like if I were a Batman, I would say like it, because Mike and I both agree, but like I want to see Jamie Lee Curtis go down fighting. I would like her to go down fighting like Van Helsing against Dracula and do like a self-sacrifice move, kind of like Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man style, to prevent, and I know this is the second movie of the trilogy, but I'm just saying like something like that would be a very emotional, impactful moment. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting though, for sure. Like, I
don't think she'll die in this one. I think she'll die in the next one for sure, but I don't think she's going to die in this one. Just betting. But I do. Hang on though. But actually, guys, we have Jamie Lee Curtis here, who's going to talk about actually the emotional. She's going to talk about the emotional aspect of the movie.
Jamie
for us,
Lee
if
Curtis,
you didn't know
bring
that.
her in.
So give me 1 sec.
Guys, you guys are excited. I know.
It's about trauma. It's about the trauma that the victims face. It's about the trauma.
Okay, well, let's hear it for Jamie Lee.
All right,
take your trauma
Jamie
ass
Lee.
back to fucking True Lies, bitch. Holy shit. What the fuck was that? Yeah, you know what? You can say, Jamie Lee Curtis is, as far as like her personal politics and what the fuck she believes in, and I don't know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I think that it's one of those movies, though, as far as like when they mention emotional shock or pain or something like that, bring your tissues, guys. Now, I would only imagine it would be Jamie Lee Curtis, but you're right. She may not die because they may have contracted her contracted. Well, I guess it works. They might have signed her to a contract for at least 3 movies, but it could be flashbacks. We don't know. But it could also be that her granddaughter dies or her daughter, and it's a very emotional moment or scene or something like that. I don't know. But I feel like when they're saying emotional, like heavy emotions, I feel like it would be her, because she's been with the franchise for so long, and if she dies, then it would be a heavy emotional toll on not just long-term fans, but just casual fans.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, I think that will be a super emotional moment when she finally does die.
But she dies with dignity, not like throwing her off a fucking insane asylum roof. Halloween Resurrection, Busta.
Oh, that's how she fucking
kissed her brother.
At Halloween Resurrection, when she dies, that's how she falls, and it gets like so. She goes, oh,
hey dude, I
into
swear
the
to
fucking
God,
woods.
You know what? I think of Euro trips. Like, you made out with your sister. Is that in the fucking handbook? Here's a fun fact.
Some people in the chat actually thought we had Jamie Lee Curtis. Trust me, guys. If I could promise you one thing about this fucking show is that it's not because of us. Well, I mean, probably because of us in an offhand way, we would of course be happy to have Jamie on this show.
She'd be awesome. Yeah.
Never fucking coming on this show. Never in a million years. And if she did, it would just be her fucking pointing her finger at us, calling us disgusting pieces.
I would love to do the chubby guy inside the actor's studio when I would do I would clap my hands together like this. And then I would wear fake glasses with no rims, but it would look like I'm smart. And I'd be like, I think that what everybody here wants to know is, can you still strip like you did in True Lies? And if you can, maybe show us a little tease there.
It was beautiful.
Just a little. Just can I have a moment and just go ahead and shut the haters up, as they would say today.
And then I'll pop in with a voice recorder and be like, no, do it slow.
Yeah, you gotta do
it sexy.
and then all of a sudden, let's welcome Arnold. Arnold back. Let's hear Artie. Artie comes in.
No, but there was more to this, actually. We keep talking shit, but there was more to this story than just the picture, which the picture does look dope as fuck, by the way. Super excited. Really cool. Super excited for it. But they talked to David Gordon Green as well. And here's what David Gordon Green said about the movie. David Gordon Green. He said
with everything.
It's about the creation of fear. It's one thing to be afraid of the boogeyman. By the way, I changed the spelling of the actual article because they spelled it bogeyman, and I don't give a fuck if that is the correct way to spell it. Boogeyman's 2 goddamn O's. If it's not, it fucking
Did they
should
do that?
Be. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's B-O-O. Yeah, it's like it's boogie. It's like a booger.
But I swear I've seen it spelled that way several fucking times, and I swear to God, that's like Matthew McConaughey. Ooh, bogey.
Yeah, bogeyman sounds like you work in the Air Force. We got a bogeyman coming in hot.
It sounds like one of those guys that stormed the Cowboys. That's the bogeyman.
Hey, that's that bogeyman coming in. It's bogeyman loose. Bogeyman loose. Hot green smoke.
He says it's one thing to be afraid of the boogeyman, to have someone who might be in the closet, under the bed, creeping around your house. Reminds me of fucking R. Kelly. Trapped in the closet.
It kind of does, yeah.
Creeping around your house. But we wanted to explore next was confusion, misinformation, and paranoia. Oh, well, just turn on the news, David. He says, what happened when fear goes viral? What happens when fear goes viral? You can't just stick your head under the covers anymore. When we made the last one, we wanted to find a way for someone who's never seen the original to get up to speed with the story, but this one gets right into the action. It's very aggressive. It's more efficient. We wanted it to be an explosive middle before things get streamlined and personal again.
I like that. That sounds pretty. That's a great statement.
And I just realized I was showing you guys the wrong part of the article that entire time.
That's
so
all right.
My apologies.
They heard your words. That's all that matters.
That's the thing.
I like when he said he wants to bring the action. I like that. You bring the action, because here's the thing. Yes. Michael Myers, what makes him so special and so unique and so different as far as like the horror icons that are out there, as far as slashers go, is the fact that the suspense that he can build and to rob you of like your safety in a way, if you're watching a film in the theater without, like, and I'm not talking trash on Jason or Freddy or anything like that, but you kind of, get what you pay for when you go see those films, right? I mean, Jason's like a goddamn behemoth running through the China shop. He's breaking everything, and he's like, fuck yeah, and I don't have to pay for it. And Freddy is like, I'm gonna fucking tickle your taint in my dreams. But Michael's different. I don't know. I like what he says, man. I really, that gets, like, again, he's the perfect guy for the job. David Gordon Green gets it, and I think that's a telling statement.
And by the way, Scott Lanham keeps saying that we're always hating on Halloween Kills. Like, dude, I don't know if this is your first time here.
Hating on it?
I expect that movie to be a fucking 10, dude. I'm so fucking excited about Halloween Kills. It's my most anticipated film of the year. We haven't even done that video yet, but everything I've heard about this movie and everything I know about this movie and the people involved with this movie and how much we loved 2018, even for its flaws, I expect this movie to be a fucking 10, man. I expect it to be one of the greatest Halloween films of all fucking time. If that wants to just put that stupid baby to bed right now. I'm not calling you stupid. I'm just saying that idea.
Me and Mike are like Michael Fassbender in 300, and we're like, well, 1,000 arrows will blot out the sun, and be like, we'll fight in the shade. Like that, we've defended. I mean, goddamn, we castrated ourselves on the Rock of Gibraltar for fucking Halloween Kills.
If you would have accused us of being fucking Halloween fanboys, like that is a valid fucking argument. Go ahead and put me
Halloween fanboys, maybe, but like, as far as hating on the fucking movie, there's no goddamn way.
I
ain't in your camp, sir.
Yeah.
We're part of the NWO Wolf Pack.
That was like a fucking stupid trying not.
It's all you had. It's all you had asthma when you tried to do woo.
You try to start your car, it will start. But anyways, no. I like what he said there, man. Basically, all he said was that to me, I read that as, and we've said this before, Halloween 2018 was the Force Awakens version of Star Wars, whereas you introduce people to it, you explain them what happened, you reintroduce them to the characters, you lay the groundwork, how do we bring Michael back, how do we set this up? And the biggest thing to me that they had to do with Halloween 2018, the most important thing they had to do, and I've said this ad nauseum, is they had to get the cornerstones right. You got to get the right guy to play Michael, they fucking nailed it. You got to get the right mask, they fucking nailed it times 10. They gave maybe the second best, third best, depending on how you feel, in the entire franchise. And they had to take it seriously, and they had to make a well-made film, and they did that. Despite the problems with Sartain and a couple things here, there, maybe I'd like this here a little bit more. They did those things. With Force Awakens, it was the same thing. The idea was bring the movie back, reintroduce the characters, bring Star Wars back to the forefront. Now, what happened after Force Awakens was The Last Jedi was supposed to, like, all right, we reintroduce you now. Now we're going to fucking give it to you. We're going to give you the goods. We're going to bring out some new shit. We're going to tell some new story. We're going to add some layers to this bitch and really do something exciting. They failed hard on that with The Last Jedi because you got Luke drinking green tit milk. I don't think Halloween Kills will do that, though. And I think that's what David Gordon Green's saying here is, like, we introduced him in the first movie, but the second movie is shit's going to fucking kick into high gear, and you better get your panties ready.
Yeah, exactly. The Force Awakens, while it was it's a serviceable movie for sure, but it was I think, you know, it was a straight ripoff of A New Hope. I mean, that's what it is. But it was able to bridge the gap, I think, in bringing in new fans and old fans alike, and they all loved it. That's kind of what Halloween 2018 did as well. I agree with you. What The Last Jedi did, it was so divisive. That movie literally split the fandom right in the fucking middle, because it's like, oh yeah, Luke's a fucking loser that doesn't give a shit anymore. He's like, I just want to sit on this rock and die, Ray. You go and be a Jedi all you want, but I am not moving from this rock. Do you have any milk? Like, it's Luke fucking Skywalker, and you treated him like dog shit. Yeah. That's the problem. Now, Halloween Kills, that's not what they're going to do. Halloween 2018, like you said, was a moment for them to not only pay fan service to us people that have been fans for a long time, over decades of the films, but also to bring in new people and be like, hey, you know what? This is a very suspenseful, great film. It's got a great story, a cool boogeyman, and all sorts of cool things and gadgets in it, or whatever, you know, like hidden things around the corner. And I feel like they're going to continue that. What Halloween Kills does is they set it up for Halloween 2018, and now they're going to blow your fucking dick into the dirt in a good like It's like you're in a sauna, and they're going to rub your dick for you in Halloween Kills.
Bang, bang, bang the drum.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like, like I have no doubts that Halloween Kills is like, as far as what we've, you know, the guys we've talked to, and just the overall like feel of what, you know, people that have seen it, it's gonna overshadow Halloween 2018. I think it's gonna be something really memorable. Like, you know what, here's the thing. If you say Halloween, right, the OG Halloween, it's a great fucking movie. It's the OG. Like, everybody loves it, 100%, 10 across the board. But then you see something like Halloween 4. You're like, man, that's a good fucking movie too, man. It went a different way, and it kind of did its own thing, but at the same time, it brought the violence, it brought the fucking speed, and it brought the just the overall like fucking testosterone power like to it. I don't know. Like, I mean, they did their own thing. So I think that's what Halloween Kills is going to do too.
I'll say this right now about Halloween 4, by the way. You replace that mask with the original mask, or just something serviceable that doesn't look like, replace that mask with something good. Take away those shoulder pads, do a little bit better stunt work. With Michael just being like just a fucking floppy ass guy flopping all over this truck.
You look like that fucking hangman that the teachers would draw in third grade. We're playing hangman.
Either when he's on the back of the truck and he's just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Or when he's like, when he gets shot by the guys at the end, he's like,
Papa Doc.
You fix some technical aspects with Halloween 4, switch up that mask, tighten up a thing here or two, and that movie's widely considered the second favorite movie in the Halloween franchise, even above Halloween 2, maybe. Well, at least right there with it, but there's a lot of problems with that movie. It's not a perfect movie by any means, but people like us love the shit out of it because the Halloween atmosphere, because the things they got right, because the Dr. Loomis and all that stuff, and because the cool kills in it. But that to me is one of the biggest things about Halloween 2018. You can have your problems with the plot. I saw somebody called it boring in the thing. You call it not a perfect movie. You can call it whatever you want to. But Halloween fans have been dicked on the mask, on the look of Michael with terrible characters and just obscenely bad storylines for so many of the movies before, to just get the basics right was such a big fucking deal to us, and they nailed that. So that's why we have such high expectations for Halloween Kills.
Yeah, and I don't think they're gonna let us down. I think that, you know, David Gordon Green and Blumhouse and the whole team working over there to bring us the sequel, they understand the fandom. In my opinion, they're a lot like the Mandalorian showrunners, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. They get it. Like they understand what you want, they understand what you need, and they understand how to deliver it to you. And I think that Blumhouse, David Gordon Green, and the creators over there are going to give it exactly 110% like they did in Halloween 2018. It's going to be amazing. I'm not worried about it sucking. I'm really not. And it's interesting because if it were a Nightmare on Elm Street remake, or if it was the new Jason, the Friday the 13th, I would be so fucking nervous because there's so many ways they could fuck that up, because there's so many corporate hands involved. Like, oh, yo, I got to do this. And holy shit, he got to have a hole in the mask over here. And nope. Now he got to have an extra blade on his glove. Like weird shit like that.
Yeah.
I think that Blumhouse keeps such a tight ship. They understand a focus that you don't see it in a lot of horror movies. As far as Halloween's concerned, you see focus. You see where they want to go.
Yeah.
It's very similar, in my opinion, what Christopher Nolan did with the Dark Knight trilogy. He had a singular focus. He understood how the story was going to end, and that's exactly what they're copying, and they're doing a great job with it. So I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I look at it like Halloween 2018 was like the regular season. Like you got to do this well, or you're not going to even make it to the postseason. And they did that. And to me, Halloween Kills is the postseason. It's the playoff games. Halloween Ends is going to be the championship. You get to you fucking knock out Halloween Kills, and I have all the faith in the world. Even if it's disappointing to me, and by disappointing I mean not the 10 that I mentioned earlier. If it's an 8, if it's right in the middle there, they're going to get to make Halloween Ends. We know that Halloween Ends is the championship game for me, and if they blow that out of the water, then it's going to be fucking amazing. And I'm way more comfortable. And that's a good question to ask too. Are you guys more comfortable with assuming that Halloween Kills is going to be great than you are Halloween Ends? I'm actually a little bit nervous about Ends, because all we're hearing about, I think Halloween Kills is going to be one of those few movies that's better than its predecessor. I think it's going to be a better sequel than its predecessor. Talking about, again, to bring up the Nolan reference, The Dark Knight, Batman's Begins brought it back. I think this is going to be, I know it's different. The Dark Knight is a fucking, one of the greatest cinematic masterpieces of all time.
Yeah,
but
exactly, yeah.
On a different level, on a Halloween level, I'm so confident in Halloween Kills being great. I'm a little bit worried about Halloween Ends, actually. I'm still fine because it's all the same people and I trust them. But where this is like the ramp up, this is like crazy kills, it's going to be fucking wild, off the hook, crazy. Halloween Ends is where they have to land all that shit. And I'm scared, one, that it might not be as exciting as Halloween Kills, so it's disappointing after everybody expects another Halloween Kills. I haven't even fucking seen Halloween Kills yet, and I'm thinking this. And number 2, you got to wrap it all up in a satisfactory way. Remember how disappointed everybody was by The Dark Knight Rises. Sorry for that rant I went on, but I
think that Halloween Ends, if it's done wrong, could be very divisive.
Yeah.
And it really could burn a lot of crustaceans into people's underwear.
Yeah.
A lot of people will shit their pants and angry, and maybe justifiably so. It depends on how they move, into the future with Halloween Ends. I mean, the movie is called Halloween Ends, so I don't know if that means they're gonna fucking kill Michael, or if it's gonna be Jamie Lee, or if I don't know. But they gotta walk a real tightrope, very carefully, to make sure that, like, not only does it end it in a satisfactory way, but it doesn't neglect the fans of the series for so long in a way that's like, oh, fuck Michael, with the middle finger as you walk off into the sunset. Fuck you if you do that. Yeah. I don't think they're going to do that, though. I think that they've got an idea. I think that they understand. They have the showrunners, David Gordon Green and company, understand where it's going to end. I think they've always understood where it's going to end. Now, whether or not that's going to be acceptable to Halloween fans is the question, but I don't think they're going to do anything that's going to hurt the legend or the mythology of Michael. And look, by the way, I mean, we also had to look at this. Akkad, long-standing fucking, like, non-breakable fucking rule: you can't kill Michael.
Right.
You can't fucking kill Michael. So they're not going to be able to do that. Like whether or not they put it in a position where it's going to be really hard to resurrect Michael, possibly, but it's not. They can't kill him. Not in the traditional sense. So I'm a little nervous about it, but you know what? Halloween Kills might be the Empire Strikes Back. And then you're gonna it might end on a really sad, shitty note, and then Halloween Ends is like the Return of the Jedi, and that kind of situation happens.
I think you might be right in a way there. That could happen too, man. It's gonna be fucking wild to see. But yeah, I think I just realized that myself while we were talking, is that I have so much faith in Halloween Kills. I'm actually a little bit worried about. I have faith in the people doing it, but I am worried about what we're going to do story-wise to Halloween Ends, especially since they even said in the article, like, look, right here in the fucking article, man, he says it. He says, he said, well, when we made the last one, we wanted to find a way to get someone who's never seen the original to get up to speed with the story. But this one gets right into the action. It's very aggressive. It's more efficient. We want it to be an explosive middle before things get streamlined and personal again. So I think the finale, I'm worried that people are going to see Halloween Kills and it's going to be this explosive, violent, fucking wild Halloween film. And I think it's going to blow people's fucking faces off. But I think people are going to expect them to up that ante in Ends. And if they go back to more of a dramatic, slow-paced theme with Ends, I'm kind of worried about how that's going to be accepted, and then how everybody sees this trilogy as a whole that you and I have been like vibrantly fighting for the past 3 years, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious to everybody. We've been jacking off on the fucking track for Halloween Kills for a while here. I think that what they're going to do is the climax is happening right when you orgasm. It's happening with Halloween Kills. It's just gonna feel fucking great. Your eyes are gonna roll back in your head. Your toes are gonna curl, and you're gonna feel like Q-tips are rubbing your ears really fast at the same time.
That's a good feeling.
It's gonna feel awesome.
Till you hit your brain, and you're like, ow!
Yeah, and you're like, fuck! And then it's gonna take you on a slow descent back down the hill, and it's gonna even out, and you're gonna arrive at the roller coaster station. Like I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna end it. It probably won't be as climatic as Halloween Kills, but it will end. And we'll get a definitive answer one way or the other, and I'm excited about that. You know what? At this point, and I'm already going ahead and I'm buying tickets to the show. I believe in David Gordon Green and Blumhouse to deliver a really great film in Halloween Kills, and I believe in them to deliver Halloween Ends in the same vein. I think that they want to make sure that this is their flagship trilogy, right? Yeah. Blumhouse wants to make this their flagship trilogy. If they can make this motherfucker like a Christopher Nolan Dark Knight trilogy, they're going to do it, and they're putting a lot of effort to make sure that people understand that no, we're not just for new fans and making a lot of money. We want the old fans to be appreciative, and we love those guys too, and they're paying a lot of homage to the past films. So I'm not worried about it. I'm very hopeful for Halloween Ends. I'm just excited about Halloween Kills, and that picture, if it's any indication, is going to be just as badass as we've heard. And I can't wait to watch it, man.
I haven't seen a thing yet that's turned me off.
Yeah, you know what it was? Is Michael Myers took the steroid injection in Halloween 2018. It hits the fucking peak in fucking Halloween Kills. And he's like, oh, shit. And then he's Ben Affleck in that HBO special banging his shoulder into the fucking wall in Halloween Ends. He's like, I can't take it no more.
You fucking burn me, bitch. You burn me. You burn me. But Kevin Ziegler, thanks, buddy. He says, which death are you guys hoping for most on a scale of 1 to Trent, Friday the 13th, 2009? I like the way he did that. Your tits are so juicy, bro. Douchiness. I'm hoping Cameron, who's a 7 in his eyes, is that pig scene. Cameron's death, actually, I believe, based on a deleted scene we got on the Halloween 2018 DVD release, Blu-ray DVD release, Cameron is actually turned into a good guy in this film. I'm willing to bet, because you got that one scene.
I'm never gonna accept him. He's still a douchebag, and he has a tampon in his ass. I promise you.
But you remember the deleted scene, right, where they tried to turn him into a good guy again?
Well, I mean, that's like trying to turn Courtney Love into not a killer of Kurt Cobain. I can't buy it. I can't buy it. I won't do it. I can't. I don't like that kid.
And this sounds really fucked up to say. Like, we shouldn't say this to Halloween community, but dude, I'm honestly looking forward to Michael finally killing Jamie Lee Curtis.
No, I mean, I don't think that's I think we've mentioned that several times. We've done that several times. Yeah, I've actually been very vocal in the support of killing Jamie Lee Curtis off. Look, I got the franchise has got to go somewhere else.
Yeah,
I don't mind I mean, obviously Jamie Lee Curtis is a scream queen for a reason. She's been a center point of Halloween fandom for a long time as Laurie Strode. But at some point, you got to move on. This is like if Heather Langenkamp was in there for like 25 fucking movies, and you're like, oh shit, can I please have Freddy go and kill some other teenagers and invade their dreams? Like it's kind of the same thing. It's like, okay, well, you've had your swan song. Her swan song was technically H2O.
She's had six swan songs, dude.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like, bitch, can you not get enough? Don't stop till you get enough.
On the flip side, though, I'm actually really hope Allison does not die. I'm really rooting for her to survive.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind if they go a different direction with, like, the whole family, if they do that. I don't know. But Jamie Lee Curtis has had her time. She's the Van Helsing, and we've mentioned this before. We've talked about this before. She's the Van Helsing that's been tracking down the vampire, the monster in the closet for a long time. Give her a great hero's death. Give her, a moment to go out with the monster that she's hunted and been scared of her entire life, and then move on with the series. Yeah. I just think that the thing about Jamie Lee Curtis is she is obviously a star for, deservable reasons. And they were like, hey, you know what? If we can get her on board, we can make a lot of people notice the movie. They did that. And now it's time to, give her a hero's death and move on with the franchise. Because if you always got the ghost of Laurie Strode, you're never going to go anywhere. Like, it's just not going to be evolved.
I agree with that. And they're obviously not going to do that in this trilogy, and they are going to move on from her after this. But I wouldn't mind. I'll be honest with you, man. I wouldn't mind seeing Laurie die and us take a new approach in the final film. I really wouldn't hate that. Gary Catlow, thank you very much, says, I swear if you ever got Malcolm McDowell on the channel, I would die laughing because of how awkward it would be. Dude.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh man.
I wouldn't. I would have to apologize for Scarefest.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, quick cliff notes. Jay and I are walking through Scarefest. I'm dressed as Michael. He's dressed as Loomis. Malcolm McDowell's there. He's sitting in Celebrity Row. We're walking by, and Jay's just doing the bit, and like he looks over at no, he's holding the camera. I'm dressed up as Michael, but Jay's dressed as Loomis, and he's talking as Loomis. The camera catches Michael McDowell on accident. Jay was just looking. He wasn't meaning to film him. But McDowell looks dead into the camera, and Jay goes, Imposter Loomis.
No, I meant to film him. I didn't think he'd hear me. Like, I was filming because Mike was walking around as Michael when we were trying to do our Scarefest thing, and then I zoomed in on his fucking face, and I was like, fake Loomis. And I did that, and dude, he was signing something like this, and then he looked at me and went,
and he stared you, dude. We have it on film.
He goddamn Bobby Drake Iceman my ass from a distance, and then I was like, I'm sorry. Like, you can see the camera, dude, because not to mention the fact that he had said he didn't want anybody filming, which I didn't know that. I didn't know that there was, like, you weren't allowed to film these awesome celebrities or
It was
whatever.
one of our first Scarefests.
But I said, fake Loomis. And dude, like, he must have heard that. Like, that motherfucker has Superman hearing. Like, he stopped what he was doing.
I thought you said imposter Loomis.
No, I said fake Loomis. And as he stopped signing and looked straight up and directly like he was a goddamn spirit of the night and looked right in my fucking face.
He was like, huh? This kid's been raped.
if he were on the fucking show, I would be like, listen, man, I'm sorry that I said that. Like, I was just trying to play a character. I know I'm not as good as you because you're Malcolm McDowell, but at the same time, you got to know that Rob Zombie really fucked your character over in Halloween 2.
He's fucking hilarious though, dude. Like, actually, I think if we had him on the show, we'd have a goddamn blast. Now there is that chance that chance of anarchy where he would come on and just not think we're funny as all, like most people don't, and would just fucking just like we'd be trying to give him our best shit, man. He'd be like, "What do you mean?" You know what I mean? Like, but I think I'm willing to bet that. Because if you've seen those deleted scenes from Rob Zombie's Halloween, he's hilarious, dude. He's funny as fuck. You know what I mean? Like with that, this parakeet's been raped and all that.
I think it'd be really funny if you didn't focus. If we got too serious with it, if we were trying to talk about, what he thinks about the Halloween movies and how they move forward and evolve. Yeah. As long as we avoided those conversations, like, hey man, what do you think about Six Flags? He's like,
yeah, but then he'd be like, "What is this, a joke? I want to talk about my act."
He's like, I've been to that. He goes, I've been to that park. It was a masterpiece. Moving on. I think he'd be all right. I mean, we don't have anything against Malcolm McDowell. I really don't. And I think that Malcolm McDowell as Dr. Loomis was really good in Rob Zombie's Halloween, the first one.
Yeah.
But Rob Zombie completely shit on the face of Dr. Loomis, the character in Halloween 2. that it was like, he was playing an egotistical douchebag, fucking prick that wants to sell a book and doesn't give a fuck about his patient.
To be fair, though, he was just playing the part that Rob Zombie wrote for
No,
him.
yeah, he was playing the part. It wasn't his fault, but I'm saying, but that's what and again, if he had fucking died in Rob Zombie's Halloween, if he had actually been killed, and that was the last moment, the last performance that he had done, I'd be like, man, that's a great fucking performance, man.
Yeah.
That's up there. But he had to come back and he got ruined.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
But then again, every fucking character in that movie got ruined. Even Michael Myers got ruined in that. Maurice the Beast Vlogs, thanks, buddy, says funky butt loving. I love it.
I love that. Fucking rookie of the year. Did he just say funky butt loving?
Oh man.
What I'm trying to say is that those tendons have healed a little too tight.
Hey, quick before we take our final break of the night, and we'll come back. And when we do come back, we're going to talk about the Fantastic Four. We're going to Dreamcast it, even though that doesn't sound like it's much your thing. Stick around anyways, because it's fun to do. It's a really fun game that we play with our wieners and like swords. But
by the way, I do want to say really quick. 3 Sheets to the Wind says Rob Zombie should have tried Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know what? That would have been right up his alley.
I think it would have worked.
I think he would have been able to do like fucking 400 sequels and been right on the money.
Yeah, I think it would have worked. I think Rob Zombie should not write his own films. I think he should just direct them. I think he'd be fine. But
I think that people are something like, oh, if you get Malcolm McDowell on the channel, they'd shit their pants. I think if we got Rob Zombie on this channel, people will shit their pants. And you know what? We'd be really scared. Like, Rob, listen, man, we love Dracula and Living Dead Girl. So we didn't mean anything about your music, but you fucking suck sometimes as a director, bro.
I honestly look forward, dude. I look forward. Like, I've been watching a lot of this show, the Pat McAfee show on YouTube, right? So I love it because they do the sports thing, but they're just regular dudes. Like, they don't try to fucking cover it up, be fan. It reminds me of us. I mean, obviously way better because they're, doing fucking way better. But
are they better than handsome?
I wouldn't say they're more handsome than us. I wouldn't say that.
Oh.
I wouldn't say that at all. But
so they must look like Quasimodo.
But when they have people on, like they talk to Aaron Rodgers every week, and like them just shooting the shit and not trying to be like, how did you feel about the eloquence of your third you know what I mean? Like, they don't get all like fucking corny about it. Like, they just hang out and shoot the shit and talk to them like they're fucking people. I think we'd be really good at that, man. I think we'd be really good at interviewing some of these people. But there's going to be that 20% of them that are like, how the fuck did my person get me my press agent get me in this fucking piece of shit?
Would you know what? Would it be like more like Joe Rogan without the weed, but just the alcohol? I think that's what it would be like.
Well, Joe Rogan, like, you go to Joe Rogan's show and like he can be fucking dumb and get high and shit and like be like, hey, like, what do you think about the sky, dude? Because like you walk in his fucking thing and he's
they got clouds in them.
Yeah, he's in this gigantic studio and he's making millions of fucking dollars. He's got he's the fucking biggest podcaster ever. So like he can afford to do that. Someone comes on our show and we're like fucking glitched and shit and like, hey man, what do you think about that time in that movie? They're gonna be like, oh, this fucking show's ass.
Hey,
you know
man.
what I mean?
Well, the truth is, you and I can't do that. Like, I don't think, like, and it's not because we've tried to be like good interviewers, but I think it's like, the thing about it is that people that come on and they want to talk to you or they want, be interviewed. Like, I mean, they go through press junkets. They get asked the same bullshit question every fucking time they do it.
That's one thing we can promise is not to do that.
Yeah. Look, trust me, we're going to get drunk. We're going to ask you what kind of, if you had to wear panties, would they be G-strings or thongs? Like 100% we're going to ask you that. But
what's your favorite chocolate ice cream?
Like, it's going to be weird. Like, if you had a favorite color, would it be the same favorite color as Green Lantern? They'd be like, what? But it would be like, like, that's the difference. And yeah, man, if Rob Zombie came on, like, which never will happen, but if he did, we would treat him with respect. But here's the thing. I think that if I got, if I got a little bit kind of on the edge, like I was drinking a little bit, I felt a little toasty, I think I'd be like, hey man, why you fucking suck at making movies? Sometimes, and I would feel comfortable because I would know that I'm living behind a keyboard.
That's why we can never have.
And he don't know where I live. He don't know where I live.
Trust me, if Rob Zombie fucking ever came on the show, I will poop a duck out of my ass.
Hey man, you know what? I wouldn't even nervous. You know what? I think the only guy that would make us nervous, though, honestly, would make
swallow a whole duck and poop it. Sorry, what?
Duck shit.
I will poop a straight duck.
Might solve a mystery or poop out poopy. I think the one that would make us the most is Jean-Claude Van Damme, man.
That Dude, when he came out,
that's an honor.
if Jean-Claude came on the show, we'd have to start the show with like, "We're not worthy. We're not worthy." Get up, you're worthy.
I would want to sit in the chair like in like Indian style with a gi on, and like and be like,
Yes,
me.
yes,
I
master.
can do it.
Yes, master.
It's like teach me. I can do it. You cannot get katana sword by stealing.
In case you guys haven't noticed, Jay and I are in deep talks with adding an interview portion to the show where we try to blindside celebrities and get them on the show to talk to us. We'll see what happens. I don't fucking know. You guys know somebody? Huh? You know? Huh?
And as soon as and they won't know it. As soon as they get on the show, it'll be like, did I just step in dog shit? What is this? Like they'll be, it's a legitimate fucking interview. I'm like, no, it's not. Sorry.
Yeah. But all right, we're gonna take a quick pee time. Pee time.
The best part of waking up is shaking your wiener in a cup.
Oh shit. All right, guys, we'll be right back. And when we get back, stick around. I know you came for the Halloween shit. And thank all 300 some of you guys for showing up tonight.
Oh man, it's awesome.
Excellent to hang out with you guys tonight, especially in all the shit going on in the world. It's really nice to hang out, have a couple, and chill with you guys. Love it. Stick around. We're
not going nowhere.
Talk some Fantastic Four, but we need your help casting this. We're gonna need your all's assistance. Before we go, Maurice the Beast Vlogs, thanks buddy. It says, just wondering if y'all even got my Halloween card and cane photos. Also, y'all need to host at the movies. Screw Ebert and Roper. I don't think so. If we did, we would have opened it up on camera. So if you haven't seen it on there, we haven't. We're actually super behind with our unboxings. Super behind. But we're planning something. Maybe we're gonna sit together for one night and just open a fuck ton of boxes.
And jack each other off. You guys are gonna love it.
That always happens afterwards. It's a nightcap. But sorry we haven't got to that yet, man. Really appreciate you sending it either way. But man, that was our dream when we started. We wanted to be Ebert and Roper, but then we realized quickly that we are not talented.
Yeah, and those guys were really overcritical. I mean, holy shit. I think Forrest Gump would have been benefited better if it had been someone other than Tom Hanks. Because you know what? I feel like he was slow. I feel like he was a slow human being in the movie.
Action 6 says, Mike, get up slowly. I don't know what that means.
It means like shake your dick. They want to see it.
Hi.
Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike.
I'm Jay.
And this is a special version of the worst Michael Myers mask you've ever seen.
Oh my god.
It is the worst Halloween costumes you've ever seen.
Let's go to that.
If you guys are interested in this kind of thing, we have an entire series. We're like 8 videos deep in the worst Michael Myers masks of all time, where we just look at the worst Michael Myers masks you've ever seen.
We're deep in that crap.
Have a laugh and make fun of it. But this is the first version that we're actually delving a little bit deeper, and we're going into Halloween costumes. Because it's fucking Halloween!
Why not?
It is October!
Candy
it's
corn.
Halloween time!
Put
It's
it in your
fucking
mouth.
getting cold! The leaves
All
are
around.
changing. It feels good!
Don't have sex with people's
Feels
wives.
fucking awesome. Let's go.
What are you gonna do on October 31st?
What are you gonna do on October 31st?
Here comes that white-faced fucker, an asshole like no other. He's a big old piece of shit. Wants to stab your sister's tits cause he's a white-faced fucker. Loomis can't recover. Dr. Challenge drunk again, sleeping with your sister's friends.
Do you wanna know about the darkness?
I said, God damn. God damn you, Michael. I said, God damn.
A lot of people don't know the darkness that goes inside their hearts.
I said, God damn. God damn you, Michael.
What are you gonna do on October 31st?
Number 1. Here we go. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
This guy. Right fucking
I was gonna say, this is what happens when you're like, I tried the Richard Simmons diet and things are going really well. I switched to only poultry, so that's why I look like a snapping turtle. And my glove shrunk up because I'm not killing anymore, guys. Like right now, I'm using this glove as a part of my cleansing, which is basically doing gardening.
I'm seriously ready for Halloween. I'm ready to go. Seriously, I've only had half of my face sucked into the fucking vacuum cleaner, and I'm ready for fucking fun times.
That motherfucker looks like he goes to like NFL games and really doesn't cheer for any of the teams when he wears an oversized jersey just to fit in.
He looks like thirsty Indiana Jones.
This is what happens when you don't use a condom.
All right, next up we got this costume. What were these guys fucking
Butt
thinking?
fucking.
Honestly,
They were thinking of butt fuck.
let's look at the semantics of this whole outfit
really.
that's going on right here. This one You imagine going out, look, this is going to be hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
This is going to be hilarious. I'm going to be a toilet and you're going to get butt naked. This dude went to parties butt fucking naked and he sat on his friend's lap.
Look, here's the thing. What I like is the fact that is his friend really sleeping or is he just getting ready to come? Because it's really in the deep moment. Because here's the thing. You've got...
Seriously, dude, if you get a boner, I'm going to be pissed.
You've got your greasy butthole right on my fucking dick hole. And, like, what do you think was going to happen? Like, you're moving around, you're jostling my wiener, and you got a fucking pumpkin candle on the side of me. It smells good. I got a pumpkin candle blowing in my face. I'm getting ready to nut.
But when they separate, and they had to think of this together. Like, they had to get together and like, dude, no, you get butt naked and then you sit on my lap. I swear to God.
Yeah,
just sit on my lap, butt naked. It's going to be fine. How do you think they decided who was going to be naked and who was going to be the toilet?
Whoever lost in Jumanji.
That's fucking right.
I don't know. I mean, that's the weird... Like, I swear to God, dude, if you ever approached me and said, hey, man, listen, I really got a great idea for a skit. Like, how about we have Loomis sitting down as the toilet and we could have Michael, like, sitting down on his lap and it'd be butt naked with just the mask on?
Well, when you separate, because, like, eventually you're going to want to go get your own drinks, maybe talk to your friends or whatever, one dude's just going to be naked and then one dude's just going to be a toilet.
Well, here's
and then when you get together, it's even fucking worse.
I don't think this was meant to be an actual, like, they walked around to a Christmas party or something doing this. Like, it was just probably for just the one shot. But if they did do this, I gotta say two things. What the fuck? Goddamn Lockup Raw is taking it to another level now. And number two, kudos to you.
And that guy's gotta have some strong thighs to keep that dude
I would say, I'm gonna say kudos to you, man, because it takes a lot of balls and dick taint to fucking do what they did.
Not just that, but he's a redhead with a mullet. Oh Lord!
I like how what we got here is Saints Row 6. And this motherfucker is mad as shit that no one paid his money and he's late on his child support. He ain't got no time. Somebody owe me my fucking money for my weed and fine china.
I can't tell if I'm trying out for the dragon in Game of Thrones or the Joker. I don't know.
You know what? This looks like the guy that was in Pet Sematary 2, the one that ate the mashed taters, that had it falling all over his face when he got big and fat and he started deciding, I'm gonna be Joker.
Motherfucker looks like he's wearing a shower curtain.
This is what happens when your wife tells you, no, you cannot buy the Xbox 360. You're like, I'm a gangster. I make my own money.
You got beef.
No, he's called...
You got beef?
No, what his wrestling name should be is early release.
Moving on, we got our first Jason of the entire series.
So as you know, children, they always tell you never drink from an irradiated source. He drank from...
Why is his head so
drank from a goddamn puddle in Chernobyl.
Why is his head so fucking big, dude? Like,
because he drank from a fucking puddle in Chernobyl.
It looks like he snorted brain juice.
Oh,
look at this guy.
I'm a sassy kitten. You little fucking bitch. By the way, I'm Tigger. I'm gonna pounce all over your face.
What fucks me up about this one is look at his apartment behind him. Not like, why are you dressed like that?
Spy Kids.
And you have a Spy Kids poster in the background, and that's like a legit.
And he's got undies.
That's a first run edition special fucking Spy Kids poster he's got in the background. And then look at his apartment. He's in a basement. That guy has kids in his fucking house somewhere.
My name is Tigger. I like to bounce, bounce, bounce.
This looks like it's all fun. Like, oh, we're having fun and we're getting drunk and it's Halloween and I'm gonna be Tigger.
I think what he's doing.
But if you look at the fucking house behind him, dude, he's in a fucking safe house somewhere.
No, dude, he's not. I think that he's just in somebody else's house that's not his own, and somebody snapped a shot of it. Like he probably snuck in through the basement through the children's room.
Looks like he's played center for North Carolina for 12 years.
Well, he looks like the guy's like, I am a sex machine. I'm a sex cheetah.
Just a cheetah.
So Pinhead's having all sorts of fucking bad problems here.
This guy. This is
why you should never use pins that aren't your own.
Meth, not even once. This is where, even if you're Pinhead.
This is why
you're an underlord of the darkness.
Do not share needles, ladies and gentlemen. That motherfucker is all the way chlamydia down.
This is protein-free Pinhead. It's fucking melting.
No, this is Pinhead after he's been on promethazine for 6 months.
He's even got them corn cob.
I want you to know I will steal your soul. You gotta eat crack.
You opened the heroin box and I came. Oh, this guy.
Oh, this is not Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Fuck?
This is Stay Shut It Down. Shut it down. The party's over. Time to go home. The party's over.
This guy looks like this guy looks like old baghead Jason had sex with the Marshmallow Stay Puft Man and had a white baby.
This is like Slimer fucked Stay Puft Marshmallow Man as a blow-up doll.
Why are your tits 7 feet below your face?
I'm just looking at his actual mask. It looks like a dog had fucked the shit out of this, like a chew toy, over and over again, and now he just came to life. He's like, I need a beer.
The town that dreaded marshmallows.
Why does the right side of his face look like a trick?
He's got 3 fucking eyeballs.
Dude, look, on the right side of his face, far away from the Stay Puft actual hat, it looks like a trimmer or graboids coming out.
The fucker has a hemorrhoid.
Oh, shit, he got a hemorrhoid head.
His tits are 7 feet below his face.
You know what? One time he got out of the shower and he felt a sharp pain in his lower back, and then he realized he was stepping on his titty.
Seriously, I make the best guacamole.
Yeah.
Oh, this is our first Michael of the series.
He was a skater boy. He said, "See you later, boy." He wasn't good enough for you.
Motherfucker looks like a California version of the Maxell tapes guy. He sat down and got his shit blown away. You sound like you're from London.
Dude, look, he looks like he's 2 yells away from Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Form.
Motherfucker's got a Billabong shirt on.
And he's what is he doing?
You know what they say, man? When life gives you lemons, say fuck the lemons, bail.
That motherfucker looks like he went to Chia Pet, but nobody trimmed him.
It's Chewbacca.
You know what?
This is actually
that's not bad.
That's a good costume.
I like that.
Hey guys, we're back from our break.
Yeah. Everybody on the left, y'all. Everybody on the right, y'all.
Who?
Hey man, I put some time in this motherfucker for that Dreamcast. Except for I couldn't. I mean, I'll be straight up with you. I could not find as far as like Invisible Woman and Human Torch. I got like 3 actresses for Susan Storm and 4 for Human Torch, and I thought Johnny Storm would be the easier one to cast. But dude, you know what? I have a shit ton for Doctor Doom and The Thing.
Yeah, dude, I had a hard time with Human Torch too. I had a hard time with Human Torch. And just so you guys know what this is, what we're about to do, we call it Dreamcasting. And what we do in Dreamcasting is, it was like in that video that we played at the beginning. What we do in Dreamcasting is we take some roles that are about to happen and we just put our ultimate, like if you could have anybody in this role, who would it be? So when we do these, we're going to name ours. We're going to see what you guys think about who should play each one of these roles. Who you want to start with? You want to start with Mr. Fantastic?
No, well, I want to start with actually let's go to the top. Let's go to the director.
I didn't even think about that part.
By the way, I want to shout out somebody here. They said, "Fuck, dude, I don't know where you went." All he said was, "I'm here and I'm high," and I like that. and I hope that you're so high that you'll give us a like on the video, because that's the only way you'll do it.
I like it.
So that thing that says thumbs up, can you have it, Patrick?
Oh,
heart that says pants on or off, Mike?
Dude,
what you wearing? You wearing them panties?
I got pants on, man. I've been wearing them for like 4 days. Don't worry about that. They smell fine. I smell the crotch before I put them on every time. You reminded me of something. You know what we never fucking do on this channel, dude? We never, ever, ever. By the way, shout fucking out to the 279 people who hung out all night tonight with us. It's been a rough day in the neighborhood of the world of America, and we were just happy to have you guys to hang out with tonight. But we never fucking ask for that, man. And I think you're supposed to. I think you're supposed to ask people to like smash that like button, which I'll never say in my life again. But you're supposed to ask people to like the videos, and we've never fucking done that.
Hey man, I'm subscribed to our channel on my own personal account, and I just unsubscribed because you said that.
No, right? But like, we never ask people to like.
I hate that shit when people are like, smash that like button and give us a like if you like what the content you had. Because we'll be back next week. But make sure, hey guys, can we get 1,000 likes? Can we get 1,000 likes in the next 10 minutes?
I guess I guess it helps though. Maybe we should have been doing that. Maybe that's why we've been doing this for almost 10 years and we're not bigger than we are. We should have
Hey, by the way, speaking of which, next week, this isn't going to be anything like specific, but me and Mike are celebrating our 9 years on YouTube next week. I think it's January 13th or 12th. Yeah.
It was 2012, so I don't know what day it is actually.
Oh yeah, like it's next week, man. Like it's fucking crazy.
That's wild,
9 goddamn years, and guess what? We're still losers, and we still have small wieners.
Yep.
And that's what we've always hoped for.
That'll never change, my friends. That'll never change.
So I wanted to start with the director.
Okay.
And I had 2, but so I don't have a lot. You guys can pitch in here if you want. So the director that I had for the new Fantastic Four movie, as it is evolving at MCU, is I wanted to have Neil Blomkamp as the director.
That's good.
You know, you're talking about District 9. You're talking about Elysium. So he knows how to handle the space kind of faring thing of Fantastic Four and bring like a grounded approach to it. And I feel like he would be amazing Neil Blomkamp would be amazing at Fantastic Four telling.
Here's why I don't think that's a good idea, Jay. Actually, I think that's a really fucking good idea. But the only reason I'd say I don't think that's a good idea is because it kind of reminds me of Josh Trank, right? Josh Trank did Chronicle. It was very like low budget, but he did a lot with. That's almost kind of like what you'd expect with Blomkamp.
Well, I know, but the thing about him though is he really sucked dick a lot, and he did one movie that's good. Like, I mean,
yeah, if he had just not sucked dick, I'm sure it'll be great.
Yeah, well, the reality is, like, he did one movie that was good. He did nothing else really afterwards that was worth shit. Neil Blomkamp did 2 movies at least that were good.
Yeah.
The other one that I would pick, and he's already under the MCU umbrella, is Kenneth Branagh. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Branagh.
The one that did Thor, the original Thor. And I think he would be a really good choice to bring Fantastic Four. Look, a lot of people have problems with Thor. And I thought Thor was an amazing flick, dude. I really had a great time with that movie.
For some reason, I thought Branagh did the second one that sucked.
The Dark World. I don't think he did Dark World.
Okay, I thought Kenneth Branagh did the one that sucked.
He might. He might have. Kenneth Branagh. He also. I don't know. It's weird because I looked on his IMDb credits, and they also list him as Infinity War, but I don't think he did. Maybe he helped write it. I don't know. But the thing about him, though, is I feel like Thor, like, here's the thing about Thor, the original Thor movie with Chris Hemsworth, like, it was a really awesome movie. And that's a hard character to bring down and make it relatable. And he did a great job doing that. And at the same time, interjecting the humor that was needed to make it lighthearted and cool. Like, the thing about that flick, too, is that it reminded me, and again, I know you guys might not like that movie at all, but Masters of the Universe, where it was so corny and over the top, but it just felt good. Yeah. You know, like, you have Dolph Lundgren going, good journey, like as He-Man. I just had a great time, and the music was on fucking point. He had a great cast. I mean, he cast Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, Odin. I can't. Oh my God, how do I not know Odin?
Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins. Yeah. I mean, and again, I think this guy could really, again, play into the mystical effect. There's not a lot of mystical stuff, but the science fiction part of the Fantastic Four movie.
You're right, by the way. It was Kenneth Branagh. It was Alan Taylor who did the piece of shit Thor 2. Dude, those are both great choices. I especially like Kenneth Branagh. That's really good because I like Thor a lot too. You and I both love the shit out of that movie. I thought.
I'll be honest though. My choice would be Neil Blomkamp because I think that guy could really you could discount District 9, right? And just look at Elysium, what he did with Matt Damon and that fucking movie. Yeah. That movie was off the charts great. And it was gritty. And I think that if he brought that kind of approach to Fantastic Four, it would be amazing.
I actually like District 9 better myself. Didn't love movie. Chappie, though. Caleb Williams, thanks so much for the super chat, buddy. He says, how about them Buckeyes? Love you guys. Fucking yeah, man. Monday night, my Buckeyes taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide for another national championship.
Lose. Roll Tide.
I fucking hope not, man. But if they do lose, hey, they're playing with house money in my eyes. We beat Clemson and Dabo Sweeney and that fucking douchehole. Looks like Toucan Sam with a fucking stick up his ass. I'm
not really a college football fan at all, really. But Ohio State, I never really liked them. But Alabama, I hate even more.
Yeah, man.
Because Alabama just seems they win every fucking year. But the thing about Alabama is literally the Power Stone of the fucking Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah. They just like knock the shit out of people. But
yeah, the fucking Nick Saban's just such an asshole, man. He's just such a prick. I hate his guts. But anyways, they are pricks.
I was gonna say after. Well, you'll pick the next one.
I didn't know you had more. My director, I didn't even think of this, by the way. I didn't write this down. I forgot we were doing directors, which is on me. My bad. But off the top, dude, I think Sam Raimi would be a good Fantastic Four director.
I like that.
I think he could bring the fun, yet also the seriousness at the same time. I think he'd be a great fucking fit.
Yeah, and he's already done it with Spider-Man.
And he's doing Doctor Strange too. So
yeah, that would work. I'd go with Sam Raimi. The thing about Sam Raimi is though, like I feel like Sam Raimi. It worked really well with Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2 especially. Spider-Man 2 is still a classic fucking movie. In a lot of ways, it might be the greatest superhero movie of all time. Yeah. I'm not saying Endgame is not, but Sam Raimi...
of the originals, though, yeah.
Yeah, like Tobey Maguire. Yeah. But Sam Raimi, like he would be doing a full-on like X-Men type of cast with Fantastic Four. I don't know if he would be able to make it more... because he made Maguire relatable, like in the first two. I don't know if there's 4 of them. I don't know, but yeah, I'd go with that choice. If they announce Sam Raimi, I'd be like, yes. Can I buy tickets now?
I will take this into my home and fuck it. I will. Who else you got?
As far as directors,
yeah.
I only had 2.
Oh, okay. I had another one in my head. Iron Wolf said Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright could direct a stick humping a fucking couch, and I'd watch that
And I would
shit.
watch the shit out of that.
I won't say no to that at all. Let's see if anybody else threw any in there that I can see here from the chat. Matthew Vaughn could do it, says JT Customs. He did do a great job, I believe, X-Men First Class. That wasn't Reeves, was it? That was Vaughn. Yeah, and yeah. I think that was Matthew Vaughn. He did a great job with that. I could see that. And I had another one in my head. I can't fucking think of it now.
Steven Spielberg.
Someone said they were surprised you didn't say James Cameron.
James Cameron is the greatest director of all time, and I don't think that Marvel wants to pay out $500 million to get a director.
That's true.
The thing about
they could though.
But here's the thing though, Steven Spielberg did a great. I mean, he's done an amazing job with every movie. He really has done an amazing job with doing these like far-reaching adventures, but these space adventures. But I mean, obviously E.T. and stuff. But I was thinking like Steven Spielberg. I don't know, dude. He's got such a nice touch to do movies like this. I think he could really bring something really wholesome to it, and then make it relatable and make it amazing.
I'd be jacked if Spielberg did a Fantastic Four.
But he would never. I don't think he would ever be under like a collaborative effort.
It's Dreamcasting, man. We can do whatever the fuck we want here.
Well, if it was number 1, Neil Blomkamp would be number 2, then Spielberg. Because guys, do you guys remember Ready Player One? I love that fucking movie, dude. I know that some people have problems with it, but when I think of the Fantastic Four, I think of the style that he did with Ready Player One, and he bringing that into Fantastic Four. I think it would work like fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, Nicholas Benter says, "I love Fantastic Four. I really don't like the MCU lately, and I didn't like their Spider-Man movies, but they hired the guy who made those. MCU equals too much comedy."
They have a lot of force.
I can see that, but I think Fantastic Four has a lot of spaces for some good comedy. I just think that they should do less crowd-pleasing comedy and more like gut belly laugh, like Deadpool. I don't want it to be that R-rated for a Fantastic Four movie, but you know what I mean, like just something a little bit like edgier than the typical MCU humor would be okay with me.
Fantastic Four should be Full House, but with a serious tone.
Right. Scream Queen said Robert Rodriguez. That's a good choice, I think. I think that would be great.
I don't know about that one. Like Robert Rodriguez is awesome, but that might be too gritty.
Well, he does kids movies though. He does like Shark Boy and Lava Girl shit too. So I think that's him.
He can stay in the ocean and the volcanoes. I just don't think he can. I don't know if he can do this. Yeah, great choices though. My next one I wanted to talk about though is Doctor Doom, because I think that hinges. I think the whole movie hinges on the villain you cast.
Okay.
So,
hey, Sutter Gillette says, "Hey Mike, Gillette,
the best a man can get, Gillette."
He says, "Hey Mike, just wondering, have you kept up with home team, the Arkansas Razorbacks? And if so, what's your thoughts? Be gentle, LOL." I haven't at all. I've been off of college football all year except for following my Buckeyes and my Wildcats, who fucking stink shit. But did they win their bowl game, Kentucky? I don't even think that. I don't know.
Yeah, I stopped paying attention to them since 1961.
Couldn't believe they were even playing a fucking bowl game. They're like fucking 4-8 or some shit like that. But no, I have no fucking idea what Arkansas has done, man. So sorry, Sutter. I can't tell you, man. But
hey, Sutter. They're still Razorbacks. You can't have sex with them comfortably. I mean, we know that.
By the way, real quick before we do the next one, Skate Tune threw out James Mangold. That would be a good one, I think. He could do a good job. And there was another one. James Wan. Jonathan Nichols said. I think James Wan could do a good job.
James Wan would be really good. And I didn't put him on my list as a director, but I feel like he could handle the particular space kind of stuff and make it really homebrew and at the same time make you feel emotionally impacted is Christopher Nolan. And I only say that because of Interstellar.
Dude, the second you said that, Jonathan Suarez said Christopher Nolan. It popped in the exact same time you said it.
John, we're gonna have sex tonight. I mean that should already we've already had like a horoscope match. But yeah, like I think that if you look at Interstellar and you look what he did with that movie, if you applied what he could do, it'd be great. But here's the thing about Nolan. Nolan's already done the superhero thing. I don't think he'd ever really be interested in jumping ship.
And he's done the space thing.
Yeah. So
I don't know, man. He's too fucking for me. I don't get into his shit anymore.
Hey guys, do you guys know about Dungeons and Dragons?
My shit doth not stinketh. Anyway, right. Doctor Doom.
All right, so I've got several choices here. But number one that I picked, and I don't know if you guys remember him from the Tudors or not, Jonathan Rhys Meyers. I thought that Jonathan Rhys Meyers could do a really good job. He was a bastard as Henry VIII in the Tudors, such a cocksucker, and not just the fact that he was very self-important. You know what I mean? Like he was very egotistical, very about himself, very much in line with Victor Von Doom. He can't make a mistake. All right, as he played him as Henry VIII, he played it as a very self-involved human being, and I think he would be he's a little short, but that show, by the way, the Tudors, dude, Mike, have you seen that?
No, you keep telling me about it, and it's so sexy, and then there's a lot of sex in it.
Yeah, but dude, that's where the show I knew Henry Cavill was going to be a great Superman, because he plays the best friend of Henry VIII, Jonathan Rhys Meyers. But Jonathan Rhys Meyers is such a big asshole.
Yeah.
But he believes fully in what he's doing. He could embrace that. Dude, Jonathan Rhys Meyers, 100% for me.
I see your Jonathan Rhys Meyers, and I raise you a Mads Mikkelsen. He can play a great bad guy.
I like it.
He just seems like he would just like, I don't know what else to say. Have you seen Mads Mikkelsen in Casino Royale fucking just swooping that fucking horse rope and just hitting James Bond in the nuts? I don't know. I could see him in a Doctor Doom get up.
I almost picked Mads Mikkelsen as my choice too, but I felt like he was too old. It depended on how, like, because
I got a lot of old dudes, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, Victor Von Doom is supposed to be a little older than Reed Richards, but not like super old.
Right.
But I have a couple of older Gentiles in here.
What you got?
I got in the next one. He's a young guy. He comes out of nowhere, but at the same time, you want to make sure he picks you up in that Porsche and fucks you raw, and then he could leave you at that bus station. Dan Stevens. I like Dan Stevens.
That's so funny you said, dude. I have him on my list for Mr. Fantastic.
I could see him as Mr. Fantastic, but I'm only picking Dr. Doom because of the guest.
I can see both. Yeah, he was fucking great in that too. Dan Stevens is an unheralded treasure, man. Like, people don't know how great this guy fucking is. He could do anything. He could sell a ketchup popsicle to a woman in white gloves.
Ketchup popsicle? By the way, Iron Wolf says Mads is great, but already in the MCU. I forgot he's in Doctor Strange.
Oh, true. Yeah, true. I do love
that. By the way, I did try to keep people that weren't already cast, but it's hard to do sometimes because there's so many great actors. But Dan Stevens would be a fucking dynamite. I think Dr. Doom, man.
I think he'd crush, dude. I think he'd kill. Just because the chat's talking, Point Blank Film says Tom Hardy should play every character. That's funny as fuck. Because I was just bitching about that last year.
I bet you thought I was gonna pick one, didn't you?
I was like, every time someone's like, who should play the Queen of England? Everyone's like, fucking Tom Hardy, dude. Tom Hardy.
But if they ever made a movie about Queen of England and it was Tom Hardy, I'd watch it.
That I would watch. But it seems like every fucking opening, everybody's like, it's got to be Tom Hardy. I'm like, he's not that fucking good.
Well, first off, Tom Hardy is already. You can't pick him though because he's already Venom.
Right. No, I know. But that was just as a joke. But I will say, since people in the chat are talking about for Doctor Doom, Michael Shannon. A lot of people were talking Michael Shannon.
I got Michael Shannon on my list, but it's a different character. But I like it.
I was gonna say I have him on my list for Ben Grimm, dude. Dude,
I do too.
That's
Did we make
crazy.
out tonight?
I know. I want to. Let's eat Taco Bell and make out without brushing our teeth.
I have Michael Shannon on mine too.
Yeah, that was on mine. But apart from that, man, I've got this guy all over the place. I once again have him. He could be Mr. Fantastic or he could be Doctor Doom. Lee Pace, my friends. Lee Pace. Ronan. I know he plays Ronan, but he's got all that fucking makeup on and shit, and he has like 7 lines in the goddamn movie. Lee Pace is one of the most unheralded, underrated, fucking amazing goddamn actors working today, and he just doesn't get any love. I think he'd be an amazing
I like
Dr.
what you've done here. I like what you've done here, and I appreciate this. The thing about I try to stay away from characters, and again, I mean, there's so many great actors out there, you can help it, but I try to stay away from characters that have already been cast as a DC film guy. Mm-hmm. And Lee Pace, I think, was very, very much underappreciated in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, thank you.
He was an amazing fucking Ronin.
Thank you.
That guy should have had more parts. He should have had a lot more longevity in the MCU, and they just like threw him away.
Yep.
But yeah, if Lee Pace were to be Doctor Doom, I would be okay with that. My next one, hey man, this might surprise some people, and I know that he's already in a superhero film, and I get it, but Carl Urban as Dr. Doom. Carl Urban.
I would suck that.
I mean, that motherfucker. Yeah, you gonna suck that cock. Hey man, look, Carl Urban has been shafted by Hollywood for so long, and I would really love to see Carl Urban in such a like an awesome role like that. And I think he would shine, man. I think as Dr. Doom, he could bring a lot of like menacing type of butcher that he does in the boys, like butcher.
I'd eat that wiener.
You gotta throw Carl Urban in there, man. Carl Urban would be a godsend.
I would take that. Absolutely, I would take that. I'm gonna see your Carl Urban. I'm gonna raise you. Now this is getting a little old. This is getting a little old, guy.
Carl's up there.
No, not Carl. Mine is he fucking older. Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson. All I know is I know he's.
Dude,
old.
I have Mel Gibson too.
All right, fucking go, dude.
Let's get drunk on whiskey.
You know they fuck you in the drive-through. They fuck you in the drive-through.
I'm losing my mind.
Look, what can he say? I know he's older, he's up there in age, but he's got those fucking eyes. And if you want a villain that's got like a backstory, that's got like a broken fucking heart, you look into Mel Gibson's eyes when he's delivering his fucking speech, man, it's going to be one of the greatest villains Marvel's ever seen.
Yeah, and you know the thing about Doctor Doom is Doctor Doom in a lot of ways, and I know a lot of people would be like, not really. He's kind of a tragic character. I mean, he's scarred up, fucking awful. He has no goddamn nose. He can't even smell the roses. He's all scarred up. He knows sorcery because he wants to bring his mom back from hell. And he's always been like chasing after Sue Storm, but Reed Richards was that cute fucking geek that he never saw coming that can match him on the fucking intelligence level. You kind of feel bad for Doctor Doom. It would depend on how much they want to, pull that particular personality out.
And he'd be the guy to do it.
Yeah, I would love it. My next one, he's getting old. This is an old one. For Doctor Doom, Viggo Mortensen.
I like it.
And the only reason I'm saying that is because the way he played Satan in the prophecy, like the devil.
Yeah.
He was like, I love you more than Jesus. I feel like Viggo Mortensen could take that role, and not to mention, what about A History of Violence? The way that he played. Dude, that's a great movie. Yeah. Viggo Mortensen played that role so well and so disarming that you find out what kind of cold-blooded killer that he really is. I think he could bring that to Doctor Doom, and you'd be like, damn, man, I'm scared of that motherfucker. When he gets mad, shit happens.
Yeah, dude, I could see that in a fucking heartbeat, man. Someone said Ewan McGregor's interesting. I could see that, even though he did just do Black Mask. Miss O'Connell says Marlon Brando as Doom. Man, he would have been perfect fucking if he was still around.
He's dead, though.
He would have been yeah. Music Man said Carl Urban as the Thing could work, too. I could agree with that, too. Only Urban, I need him to have a fucking starring role, man. You can't hide his face. He's been hid too fucking much.
Well, in the beginning of the movie, before he gets the mask, his face would be exposed.
Yeah. Bruce Smith says John Malkovich. I could see that shit too as well. I could see that.
By the way, Elias says wasn't Carl Urban in Thor? He was. I didn't say I was 100% perfect here.
Tiny role, tiny role in Thor. Again, Carl Urban getting dicked like getting dicked.
Well, he played Executioner, and by the way, Executioner in the comic books has a gigantic role, and they did nothing with him. So come on.
I can't read what the fuck I wrote here, so I'll skip past that one. But I'm gonna do I'm gonna do two back to back just so we can move this along because we got a lot of characters to get through. I'm gonna say number one, Christian Bale. The guy could fucking play anything, though. I mean, he could fucking play anything. So
he has a lispy shit. I'd be like, damn, man, did that get damaged in the spaceship?
He could switch that. He could play fucking anybody, man. He could fucking play Muhammad Ali. Don't do that though, because that'll piss people off. Don't you fucking do that, Christian Bale?
Oh.
Christian Bale is such a method actor, he would actually become black.
Like Robert Downey in Tropic Thunder. I don't break character to the DVD commentary.
And then Daniel Craig, dude. Daniel Craig. Could you imagine Daniel Craig's fucking seasoned ass face?
He's very small, but he's all right. We're gonna do back to back. Okay. So I have four more. Christoph Waltz was on my list.
I like that one. That's a good one. He's a good
Javier Bardem.
Oh, that's a real fucking good one.
I like that. I like that because I'm talking about Javier Bardem. Like he's like, why do you think it's a lucky day? Flip a quarter. You inherited. Like, I mean, if he did his character from No Country for Old Men as Dr. Doom, scary as fuck.
He's talking to the Invisible Woman, and he's like, "How did you end up with him? Tell me how." And she's like, "Well, we're married." He's like, "You married into it."
He's like, put the quarter back in the cashier. I would also put. I'm sorry, guys. We're trying to get through this. Jason Isaacs was another guy.
I love that. Yeah, I love that.
For Dr. Doom.
That's good.
He's like, did he die? That boy in the barn. Did he die? Great. And then my last one, dude, and a guy that gets so shafted. Maybe he doesn't get shafted on purpose, but such an underused talent. As a bad guy, Dr. Doom, Colin Farrell.
Ooh, I could see that. I wouldn't mind that very much. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an underrated actual actor. Like people they hear the name Colin Farrell and they're like, "Oh, pretty boy, whatever." But he's actually a really fucking good actor, dude.
Yeah. As far as Fright Night, one of the best Jerrys of all time.
Yeah.
Maybe better than the original.
Hey, and by the way, shout out to the dude from Nip Tuck who played him in the movies. That guy's a good actor, and in a better movie, he could have been a good Doctor Doom.
Yeah, I love that guy. Yeah.
Cyrus Stevens for the super chat. Thanks, buddy. He says Glenn Howerton as Mr. Fantastic. I just had to look up a picture of him. I could see it. I could see that. Seth Rogen has been Grimm. Oh my god, dude! Fucking Seth Rogen is fucking perfect.
You know what? I like it, but he's too high.
I cannot believe that voice, dude. Oh my god, that's better than any choice I had.
Hey, Reed, you should have taken that spaceship into space.
Xbox 360. Xbox 360.
Hey, you guys want to smoke my bong? I look like a rock.
Journey Smollett as Sue Storm. I don't know who that is, so I can't comment on it. And John Boyega as Johnny Storm. I'm not a John Boyega guy. I'm just not. I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't have any issues with John Boyega, but I think that John Boyega, in my opinion, is a middle of the road kind of an actor. I mean, I'm sorry, and I'm not saying that he wasn't shafted in Star Wars. He was. The character should have been way bigger.
Yeah.
But John Boyega as an actor, no, man, he's not that good.
He's never done it for me, man. He's never done it for me the way he has so many other people. So that's just, my opinion. And Jay and I typically agree, not on purpose, but we just end up on certain actors. Unless it comes to David Fincher versus James Cameron. That's a whole different deal. But
let's shift to Mr. Fantastic or Reed Richards.
Okay.
For the uninitiated.
Okay.
All right. We'll go through these fast so that we don't have to be here for 100 years. I'll do two I got a couple, so I'll do two at a time.
Okay, two at a time. All
right. So I got my first number one with the bullet hole.
Wait. Who's your fucking? Don't say it yet. Let's say it at the same time. Who's your if you had to pick one person off your list, that was your fucking guy. That was your guy. Above all else, who would it be? Let's say say both of ours on the count of three.
The guy above, all of it,
your favorite choice. If you could have
Randy
anybody.
Jackson.
No, dog. Say it at the same time. 1, 2, 3.
Jonathan Rhys Meyers. It was
named John.
No, wait a minute. Now wait a minute. Because you said the entire list. I thought you meant my favorite actor on my entire list to be in the movie.
No, your favorite Reed Richards. Your favorite Reed Richards.
Yeah, that I'm on board. And I'm not cheating.
That was yours too?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, John Krasinski, dude. Fucking perfect. Yeah. Hey. And then say it with me. Say it with me, because I know you have the same thought then.
Okay.
Favorite Sue Storm?
Emily Blunt.
Yes, dude.
Yay!
Yes! That's the fucking
God damn, me and Mike are having so many babies over the internet right now. It's ridiculous.
That's gotta fucking be it, man. Krasinski and Emily Blunt together they're fucking already married. You got the whole thing going. That's the perfect choice.
The chemistry will be off the charts.
Yes, thank you. Okay, sorry.
So I'm not even gonna go into obviously Krasinski and Blunt. I didn't have a lot of picks for the Invisible Woman Sue Storm, so I'm not Emily Blunt was one of them. But so I'm gonna go like this. So we already know that me and Mike want Krasinski to be Reed Richards. I think he would be amazing. I mean, he was already Captain America before Chris Evans. I mean, he really was. He was already cast. He was ready to go.
Buff as fuck now, looking good.
Yeah, he is. I also have this for my Mr. Fantastic: Cillian Murphy and Timothy Oliphant.
I don't have Cillian, but I do have a Timothy Oliphant in my list. That's a fucking great choice. Yeah, Cillian Murphy is just too serious. Like he's too
But Reed is.
I know Reed is, but Cillian's I don't think he has enough glibness to him. And I don't love glibness in people, but I think Reed Richards needs a little bit of glibness, and Cillian doesn't have that at all.
Well, no, the reason why I picked Cillian is because I feel like Cillian would be so involved in his work that he would notice a hot ass bitch like Susan Storm. But at the same, because Timothy Oliphant wouldn't know. He's already a good looking guy, right? Cillian Murphy's a good looking guy too, but he's low key good looking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You put glasses on him, comb his hair over to the side. Most people will look the other way. They'll be like, "Oh, that's a geek."
Yeah.
But he's changing the world.
I get that.
I don't know.
I like it though. I like it. But we both agree on Timothy Oliphant. Who else you got?
Oh, okay. I've got and I literally wrote this with a question mark. I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I got Ashton Kutcher.
I hate it, but I like it. I hate it.
And yeah, exactly. The reason why I picked it was for Jobs when he played Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? He'd be like, you're either on fucking board or you can fucking walk. Like I feel like he could be that kind of angry Reed that we want.
And he's a tech guy, right? He's a tech.
Yeah,
dude,
he's a tech guy, and I feel like if you dressed him up a little bit, look, we all thought that Heath Ledger might be a joke as the Joker, right? We all thought, hey, that's the fucking like teen heartthrob dude from Vogue magazine.
Hey.
What the fuck?
And dude,
and then he turned out to be the one of the most amazing Jokers ever. I think if you throw Ashton Kutcher as Reed Richards, you might have a fucking diamond in the rough.
And not only that, everyone wants to shit on Ashton Kutcher as an actor, but I'm going on this fucking. I'm getting in this
butterfly effect.
Butterfly. I'm getting in this fucking taxi with you. Let me tell you something about Ashton Kutcher. You can make fun of him. You can talk shit. Me and Katie were talking about this just the other night, man. Like, if you had like fucking buku amounts of money, what would you do? And I was like, I would love to do what Ashton Kutcher did. Like you have so much money, you don't have to fucking work. We were watching Extract with his wife in it. Fucking Black Swan.
Oh, Mila Kunis.
Mila Kunis. We're watching her in Extract. We started talking about Ashton Kutcher, and it was like, you know what he did? He stopped working in Hollywood. He started investing in all these tech companies or whatever. He got all this fucking money, and now he spends all his time fighting like human trafficking. Like, that is the coolest fucking dude ever, man. Like, how could you hate that fucking guy?
Yeah, and look, Ashton Kutcher is a good actor, man. Like, honestly, if you look at some of the roles he's done, Butterfly Effect, I always go to that's such a dramatic role, and he did such a great job bringing the audience in and feeling like, you know, what they felt for him. And then he did Jobs. Yeah. I don't think Jobs was as good as it could have been, but he did a good job as like Steve Jobs. And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, I was watching that movie. I'm like, if he were Reed Richards, just totally obsessed.
I don't hate it at all, dude.
Totally obsessed. You right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, totally obsessed with, like, you know, the going to space and studying these cosmic rays. Yeah. And he'd be the kind of guy that's so good looking, he wouldn't notice that hot ass bitch on the left side.
I dig that, man. I dig that a lot. Like, I like that. I like it.
By the way, somebody said I didn't think Heath Ledger was going to suck. Well, you're one of the few, man, because a lot of people were bringing a lot of hate.
I think
when Heath Ledger was cast, they fucking hated it.
You fucking reached deep in your butthole for that one, and I appreciate that. That was a good pick.
I stretched my hole for it.
We did a couple super chats here real quick before I give a couple of my own. Edward Santiago says Brad Pitt as Doom. If you get Brad Pitt as Doom, I'm not saying no to that. I'm not poo-pooing that shit.
I'd be scared of him, but want to make out with him.
John Hamm is Mr. Fantastic. I actually have Hamm in my list as the Thing.
I almost had that one.
As the Thing. So Emily Blunt, yes. The Rock. As the Thing. I think The Rock's a little bit, like, I love The Rock, great human being, a little bit overrated.
Too on the nose.
Yeah, he's too saturated as an actor for me. Yeah. Dacre Montgomery is the Human Torch. I don't know who that is. And he says, your mama as your mama. Well, that's just fine. Yeah. I'd like my mother to stay my mother, Eduardo.
She makes great pancakes. You should come over and we should, like, explore that.
I'm not coming back for 30%. I'm coming back for the whole thing. Brittany Bush.
Way, I almost picked Andrew Garfield. But I didn't.
I got to talk about him later on. Dude, Brittany Bush with a fucking huge goddamn super chat. She's always just coming here like Sting from the fucking Raptors and dropping into our lives with a wonderful presence. God damn it, Brittany. You're so fucking sweet. Thank you so much.
She's like Spider-Man showing up in the Civil War trailer. What the fuck? I didn't expect it at all.
She says, hey guys, just wanted to say hey for me and Rovenary. He's in the process of becoming a police officer. Hey,
okay.
Nice, Rovenary. Just wanted to say I'm seriously ready for Halloween Kills, and I love you guys. We love you too. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's
awesome, man. Hey, and good luck. Good luck to him, man. I hope. I really, you know what? I want him to become Kurt Russell. I want him to wear.
No, not dark blue Kurt Russell. That was a bad cop.
No, Tango and Cash. I want him to be like cool. Okay. I want him to be neighborhood friendly. I want him to have like you know, the muscle tee with like a Japanese symbol on it with like jeans.
No, I
and
got
like weird cowboy boots.
Yeah.
And like you know, listen, like Jack Burton. I want to be like Jack Burton style.
Yeah. Sorry, I went the other fucking Kurt Russell cop, but no, fucking Brittany. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brittany.
Great hopes to you and Roven.
So what you got, dog?
Fucking sweet, man. I'm just gonna run through. I'm gonna run through my list real quick. Okay, I'll just finish my Mr. Fantastic because I got too many of them. I got some weird ones in here. The weirdest one I got is Ralph Macchio, dude.
No.
All right, hear me out. He's smooth talking. He's a little smooth talking. He's a thin dude. He's got the hair. He would look great with the gray streak. Ralph Macchio from Cobra Kai. He's a nice dude. You could see him being smart and studying science and shit like that. I think he'd be a nice, dorky little Reed Richards, man. I do.
I like Ralph Macchio if he had already been in Cobra Kai, because I feel like that would be oversaturated.
Hey, man, jumpstart his career. Get him fucking going.
Well, he's already kind of jump started it.
What do you think about Keanu Reeves? Is that too much? Is that too much star power?
What? Hey, man, I'm on a John Wick kick right now. I watched John Wick the other night, and I'm watching John Wick 2. I'd be okay with that, but I feel like he's a little too old.
Maybe a little too old. But he looks good with the gray hair. That's all I'm saying. Dude, you want to talk about a dork who could also be a fucking superhero? Henry Cavill.
He's so good looking.
Hey, look.
And he's so buff. I mean, Reed Richards is slender. He's slender.
But Henry Cavill puts together his own gaming computers, Jay.
Yeah, he does. And he does it looking like he just lifted with fucking Arnold.
He does. It's true.
Like, that motherfucker looks like he just stepped out of Men's Fitness magazine and then builds a a fucking computer.
Okay.
Hey, by the way, he's a great looking guy, though.
He is. Here's my weirdest one. And definitely too old, if that guy's too old, but Matthew McConaughey. I mean, yeah. It'd be interesting.
I just don't like it. He like, hey, you gonna go to space? Like, all right.
Hey, boys, we're getting into space now.
All right. Well, I'll run through my last one, and we don't have to go into this a lot. For Reed Richards is Dane DeHaan.
I hate it. I fucking hate that man.
I feel like he could do the geeky thing. I actually just watched Chronicle yesterday.
Yeah.
And he could do like the very geeky, like I'm into science and I'm not into like the social crowd.
God just bores me to fucking tears, dude.
Well, the thing about Mr. Fantastic is though, Mr. Fantastic was a good looking guy, but he never realized it. And he was more interested in like getting straight A's and like being more involved in his science projects than, doing what normal people would do as far as like hanging out and partying. So Dane DeHaan, I think, would do a really good job there, but it is what it is. I think that the number one thing that I walk away with from Mr. Fantastic, I think obviously Krasinski would be, with a bullet, the best guy.
Yeah.
But I would love to see Timothy Olyphant or Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah. All your picks except for Dean Hall, and I fucking fully agree with you. Those are good picks. I like it a lot. All right, we only have a few for fucking flamethrower, dude.
Invisible Woman, Sue Storm.
You want to go to Invisible Woman next?
I only got 3.
Okay, well, you go with yours, then I'll go with mine, because I got 5, actually.
So I'm going to rapid punch that you right in the tit right here.
Okay, give it to me.
All right, so I got Samara Weaving.
Hot loving, give it to me. I got Samara, too. I got her, too. Yep.
Samara Weaving, I think that she's, like, the badass that we need. She's very beautiful, but she's also a badass like Ellen Ripley, like Sigourney Weaver back in the day with Alien. They don't oversaturate the market with, like, you got to be feminist and proud, bitch. Fucking knock those tassels out.
Yeah.
She's badass.
She's a badass without having to have the studio tell you she's
trying.
a badass.
She's not trying.
Yeah.
I also got Alice Eve. I thought Alice Eve was really good in ATM. She was really good in Star Trek Into Darkness, even though she didn't have a really major part, but she's really pretty. And Alice Eve is a good actress. I think that she could pull it off.
I'm down with that. Hey, I don't want to cut you off, dude, but we fucked up mainly. We fucked up big time. Okay.
What?
Oh, we fucked up big time because I think that this dude just crushed us. Where'd it go? Shit. Give me 1 sec. Sorry. My eyes will not find it. Oh, so Galford's dog. So does no one think Ryan Gosling would be a good Reed Richards?
Yeah, dude. Okay.
I didn't
Here's
even
the thing.
think of
I almost put him on my list, but the thing about Ryan Gosling is I don't think Ryan Gosling, and I could be wrong, and I'll eat my own fucking toe jam.
Oh.
I don't think he's ever going to be in any kind of superhero movie. Ryan Gosling has pretty much said that he likes to do indie flicks.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to be a part of a studio like thing. And like, I mean, I used to think that Jake Gyllenhaal was like that too, but then he does Mysterio. But I don't think that Ryan Gosling is interested. Do you think that Ryan Gosling hasn't been approached multiple times?
It's Dreamcasting, baby. You can do what you want to do. You
Hey,
can put it wherever you want to put it, Jay.
Ryan Gosling would be great. But I just don't. At the same time, Ryan Gosling is. I would put Ryan Gosling, honestly, I'd put him more as a Dr. Doom than a Reed Richards. I just don't see him working well within a team. I think of Drive, right? You think of Drive. And I think of like the way that he would be approaching a role. And then I think of Dr. Doom. And I'm like, that's how he'd be.
Dude, I think he's such a good actor. He could fucking play Sue Storm. He could do it Doom or Reed Richards for me. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Anyway, go on with your list. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh well, the only one that I had after Alice Eve was Emily Blunt. That was it. I mean, we already talked about that. So.
Okay. Super chat from Mark Dorman says Samara Weaving as Sue. Just mentioned that. Dacre Montgomery as JS. Ryan Gosling as Reed Richards. He said that as well. Russell Crowe as
Ben Grimm.
Yeah, Ben Grimm.
I actually, the way that he looks now, yeah, 100%.
I like that, dude. I like that. And then maybe get a villain who isn't Doom this time, which that I understand too. I just think that if you're going to start, like, we're still looking for the film that's going to really kick off the super interesting Fantastic Four. I think you want to start with Doom. You just want to get it right this fucking time.
Look, Dr. Doom is the greatest villain that the F4 have ever dealt with, and Dr. Doom is also a villain that the Marvel universe itself deals with. What are you going to have, man? Like, I know what you're talking about, but the first comic book of Fantastic Four was the Mole Man. That was their villain, dude. Like, what are you gonna cast fucking Carl Urban to be the Mole Man and live under the fucking streets of New York and be like, I got my moles? Like, dude, come on. It's gonna be Doctor Doom. The reason why they have to do Doctor Doom is they have to have a legitimate threat.
I think the whole MCU is missing Doctor Doom, which is why I feel like they need to go there, because he'd be a huge asset to the MCU as a whole. Cyrus Stevens, by the way, said he said Gosling is Doom in the chat. We missed it, but that was a great idea on his part. All right, so those are your Invisible Womans. I got a few more than you do, but not too many more. I think that Mackenzie Davis would be a good Invisible Woman. I think she's a great actress. They made a big hubbub about her character in Terminator, so a lot of people were turned off by that. But if you saw her in *Halt and Catch Fire*,
is that the main girl from?
Yeah.
Oh fuck no!
That's my exact point, though. What your reaction right there is my actual point. If you've seen her in *Halt and Catch Fire* and some of the other stuff she's been in, she's a badass. She's fucking awesome. That the people who talked about that movie made her out to be a character she's actually not. She's actually a really good actress. I think she could crush it.
I could see it, but it's just like, that ruined it though. It's like right. Like if she were Sue Storm, I feel like I was being yelled at the entire time.
That's not her though. That was the director saying all that shit about her. That wasn't her fault. But Elizabeth Banks, I think, is an underrated actress, even though she's in a ton of shit. I think she could be good. Emily Blunt is my absolute favorite. Emma Stone, I think, would be good in the role. I think Emma Stone's
would have picked her, but she was Gwen Stacy.
True. Oh, that's very true as well. And then finally, that was my whole list of Invisible Woman. But honestly, dude, I wouldn't even hate if they brought back Jessica Alba. I thought she was probably the most fitting in her role out of everybody.
I do. I like Jessica Alba a lot. I feel like she hated the director and like what they were doing with the film, but she was she was hot and she was a good actress. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like the original F4 movies, they missed a golden opportunity because they had a great cast. They really did. I mean, you're talking about Michael Chiklis as the Thing. Come the fuck on. That's a great cast.
It's a bad movie, man.
Chris Evans as the Human Torch. Get the fuck on here.
Yeah.
And then, but Jessica Alba. But yeah, they just missed everything. But
yeah, I know. Oh fuck, dude, Prue. How the fuck did I miss that? You know what? I'm gonna say something crazy right now, Jay.
Bring it.
Prue Smith just fucking reminded me of how much I fucking love Eva Green. I honestly, and I know, and God is my witness, this is not a social justice fucking, hey, pat me on the back Twitter, gender flip sort of thing. Someone mentioned this the other day on Twitter, and I could not fucking, Eva Green, dude, I think could pull off fucking Dr. Doom. Eva Green. You remember from 300 Part 2? What a badass villain she was in that fucking movie? If you're going to gender flip any fucking body, man, Eva Green, I think, could be the Doctor Doom we fucking deserve. I think she'd be amazing.
She's a great
That's
actress.
Crazy, I know.
But putting her as Doctor Doom, I'm like here's the thing about Fantastic Four. They've got to come in with a bullet. And they cannot do that, with gender flipping like one of the main bad guys in it right away. Because what you do is you immediately turn off hardcore fans. But she'd be a great villain. I think she'd be a good I don't know, Invisible Woman, probably not, but maybe she'd probably hold her own.
And that's what the way it was originally mentioned. It's just that I think that, I'm not for gender flipping just to get the pat on the back. I think if you could get it where it actually makes sense, though, there's no reason not to. For that, I think it would fucking work through. I think she'd be a scarier Doctor Doom than half the people on my fucking list.
I would do that, except that. Well, I mean, I would do that, but Doctor Doom's a guy. Like I don't know. Like he's just a guy in my opinion. Like he's a guy that roomed with Reed Richards. The whole dynamic between him and Reed is what makes that fucking story dynamic. Is the fact that he hated the fact that Reed was smarter than him in a lot of ways and got the girl that he couldn't get.
Yeah.
And then he scarred his fucking face. I just feel like
that would be hard to flip. Yeah, that part of the story would be hard to flip around. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but okay, so you want to move on to Human Torch?
Yeah, I'm done with those picks.
All right. Well, I have like 4. By the way, honestly, besides Sue Storm, Human Torch was the hardest one. I don't know a lot of young, like funny actors or whatever, because I would have said Ryan Reynolds 100 times, but he's already Deadpool.
Yeah.
But I picked okay, so I picked Joe Keery from Stranger Things. The guy with the sunglasses.
Dude, I have 2 people on my list, and he's fucking one of them.
Yeah,
I don't know why. He just fucking looks like the Human Torch.
He finds it. I also picked Ansel Elgort.
I hate that fucking guy. I hate that fucking guy.
But
I don't know
feel
why.
like he could do it.
I hate his face.
I'm gonna go through all my lists so we can get through it quicker. Zac Efron was bigger.
Yeah. It just seems too kitschy to me. That's why I didn't put it on my list.
And then the last one, Dave Franco.
I could see that a little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I had. That's all I had. I mean, I know there's a million other better actors, but I couldn't think of one fucking guy.
Dude, Flamethrower was tough. Flamethrower was a tough one. I got Joey Keery, just like you do, and then I have Andrew Garfield. I think Andrew Garfield could still play, even though I know he was Spider-Man. I think there's something about his persona I think could fit into Human Torch. Yeah. But
I was trying to stay away from it, but
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, it's a good one. Scream Queen said I don't hate that. Like the Don John, like ballsy fucking Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
But you know, or the guy that played in The Girl Next Door, the main guy.
Fuck. Everybody hates him now because he did something.
What did he do? I don't know what he did.
Oh fuck! What's that guy's name? He was just in a movie with Mel Gibson.
Emil
Hirsch.
Emil Hirsch. The thing about that character. Honestly, man, Chris Evans fucking rocked the shit out of it, dude. He did such a great job with that role. It's really hard to recast it. But I think that a lot of people, if you go online and you Google it, people are picking Zac Efron. They're saying Zac Efron's the guy.
Yeah, I know. To me, that seems too on the nose and kitschy for me personally. S. Rose says Nick Cage, Human Torch. Honestly, Nick Cage, anybody. Fucking Sue Storm, Nick Cage. I'm fine with it. Fucking Nick Cage, anyone. You can put him on any list. But Evan Peters.
Let's have it.
P. Rue Smith, had he not played Quicksilver, Evan Peters would be a fucking great Human
Evan
Torch,
Peters
man.
would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But you know, I was trying to do my best to stay away from guys that have been cast in the movies before, as far as superhero films. So
hey, dude, what about Justin Timberlake?
Oh, fuck that shit, dude. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Hey, he's too old. He's too old, I think, for that young gun.
It's tearing up my heart because
he's a good actor. I mean, he's a decent enough actor.
he's no, I'm not gonna say he's good. He's decent. I'm not gonna say he's good.
I didn't mind him in anything I saw him in. I thought he was pretty damn good. But
not good. I mean, I'm not gonna give that motherfucker an Emmy award.
Hey, he was fucking great in Social Network. He had a small role. Drop the.
He was just being himself when he broke away from the instant.
He was being himself. That's
true.
He's
like, hey guys, by the way, you guys are great, but they're all noticing me now. So goodbye, AJ or whatever the fuck their name was.
Yeah. A lot of love for Dacre Montgomery. I don't know who that is. I gotta figure it out.
Dude,
but
I'll tell you what. When we get to the last one, the thing, I had more people on here than any other than Dr. Doom. More people to be my thing than anybody else. Because the like Ben Grimm is the heart of the team, right? You got to have Ben Grimm.
Yeah.
If you don't have a good Ben Grimm, you don't have a good movie. Like, because the thing about F4, Fantastic Four, is it's a family movie, right? Or well, it's not a family movie, but it's a family story, and you got to have the heart. Mm-hmm. You got to have the one thing that beats in the middle of it that really makes it and sets it apart from Avengers, X-Men. It's a family thing, and you know what? Michael Chiklis did such a great job with Fantastic Four. He did an amazing job, and you felt bad for him. You understood, like, goddamn, that guy went in there. He was doing a favor for his best friend, and he comes out being like a fucking rock monster.
Yeah.
You know, and you got to have something like that. You got to have like this heart.
By the way, Michael Dacre was Billy in Stranger Things. And actually, I could see that. Can you not see that? I could totally see that. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
So I'm gonna like go through a bunch of these as quick as I can because I don't want you guys to be here all night. But so like I'm thinking for the thing, like you're talking about the backbone of the film, right? You're
Right.
talking about something that carries the film, not just it's not a typical superhero movie. Now it's like a heart thing, right? You're gonna be like, oh shit, like that guy, Liv Schreiber.
He's on my list too, dude. That's a fucking good one, man.
Liv Schreiber. I also have Michael Chiklis. I was like, fuck it, bring Michael Chiklis back. Michael Chiklis did such a great job. You could put him under makeup, no age.
Yeah.
David Harbour from Stranger Things.
That's a good one, dude. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, David Harbour, man.
I like that.
And again, I'm running through these guys, but David Harbour, like the gentle giant from Stranger Things.
Yeah, dude.
You got to have David Harbour in there.
I love that.
Matt Damon.
Oh shit, that's fucking great, dude. I really like that.
I'm thinking about Matt Damon because I'm thinking of the emotional range.
Yeah, man.
Now, you imagine this. Matt Damon's a good-looking guy,
Dude,
right?
that's my favorite of all. I don't even have him on my list, but he's better than anybody I had. That's fucking great.
And, well, Ben Affleck's already been in like several superhero films, right?
Yeah.
But you have Matt Damon as the thing. Listen to this, okay? And you guys are like, "What the fuck, Matt Damon?
Yeah.
Goodwill Hunt my ass."
I love
no,
it,
listen.
dude. I love
you have Matt Damon, right? Like he's a good-looking guy. He's helping his buddy out, Reed Richards, right? And he's like, "I'm gonna pilot your ship. I know it's not safe, but I'm gonna do it." And then he comes back to Earth and he loses everything. Now you're talking about a guy. Can he deliver the emotional, impactful lines?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Fucking
Okay.
amazing
okay, so,
actor.
I got Bradley Cooper. I know he was Rocket Raccoon, but he's a good-looking guy. He's a big guy. I figure he could do it. Ray Stevenson from Punisher Warzone.
Yeah.
That guy is
you need the
always been-
voice that he doesn't talk.
well, the problem with him, I don't think he can lose his accent, but he's a great actor. He just can't really lose his accent.
Yeah.
Terry Crews.
Oh shit. That's wild. I like it.
I went wild. I went crazy with
I
it,
like
but
how
Terry-
wild you went with that one. Yeah.
Terry Crews might be all right. And the last one, now this is the craziest one, guys. You guys might be like, what the fuck are you, though? Did you smoke a lot of crack?
Colin McCormick said Matt Damon was in Deadpool 2 and was the fake Loki in Thor. I mean,
Yeah, a small role,
eventually you're gonna tie into these fucking things. You know what I mean? Like if you got small roles going on, that doesn't.
Right,
and also David Harbour is going to be in Black Widow, but that wouldn't stop me.
Yeah. Okay. So my final one, and I know you guys are gonna be like, Jay smoking that crack too much, but I gotta go with it. And I feel like again, the heart of the movie, the heart of the team, a guy that can like show emotion and convey the emotion and bring the audience in. Casey Affleck.
I like that actually a lot. I like Casey Affleck a lot for that. I think he's a good actor, dude. I think that. Okay, so for my choices, I was thinking more voice than anything. Like technically, you could almost never show the actor. You know, almost. Depending on where you went with the
at
story.
the beginning before they became the thing,
right? And you could even, if you wanted to, you could show a different actor. So I'm really going away from personal appearance, and I'm thinking all about voice and inflection and all that stuff like that. So real quick, my craziest one that people will probably scoff at would be fucking Sylvester Stallone, but. Just hearing that voice in there, he's a rough, dude. Like fucking, I don't know. I just like.
And I'd be fine with it if it was just the voice, but the fact that you have to see him before he becomes Ben Grimm, and
I know he's too old. Yeah. That's why that's one that you would literally have to have somebody else play him first. But and that's the craziest one I got. But I can't. Once again, I cannot read my own handwriting for that one. But I mentioned Michael Shannon, John Hamm. I think would be fucking good. And then my personal favorite choice I got, and this is again almost all for the voice and the after effects, but it's fucking Bruce Campbell, dude. I think Bruce Campbell would fucking crush as the voice of the thing.
Campbell, but I think that the thing about Bruce Campbell, I don't know how much heart he could actually invoke. I love Bruce Campbell, but I don't know how much he would make you feel bad for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because Bruce Campbell always seems like he's in control. Like he always seems like.
Felt a little bit bad for him in Ash vs. Evil Dead when he's older though, and he's
but he's still cocky. You know, the thing about Ben Grimm is literally he understands that he's fucked.
Yeah.
Like he can look around and see Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm and Johnny Storm. They have all their powers, and they get to go back to human. And he stays like a fucking rock monster.
Yeah. But I mean,
you know what?
we've heard Bruce Campbell be downtrodden before, you know. So I mean, like, I think he'd fucking kill it, dude.
You know what, man? I'm not trying to, put a dildo in my butt, before the vote comes in. But I would really like, and I like your confidence in it. But Casey Affleck, man,
Yeah,
Manchester by the Sea.
I'd go for that. He's a great actor.
Like, here's the thing. I want a fun experience with Fantastic Four. It's got to be fun, right? It's got to have like this to it. But I think it also has to have heart to it. It has to have something that sets it apart from the other MCU movies.
Yeah.
And I think that if you have a character like the Thing, which you guys imagine, you go up on the space adventure and all your friends get these amazing powers and they look normal, human, good-looking guys and girls, and you're a fucking rock monster.
Yeah.
You look like a creature, and you can't go back to your wife. You can't go back to your kid. And like, I look at Casey Affleck and I'm like, dude, that guy's got the emotional range to fucking bring it.
Yeah, I've seen a couple Kevin James in there. Scream Queen just said Kevin James. He does have a vulnerability to his voice. That's a good point. Vanessa might have my favorite out of everybody in the chat with Kevin Bacon's voice for the Thing. He's got he's got a gruff voice, but he's also got like you were just mentioning, like he's like kind of heartbroken. Kevin Bacon could crush that.
Well, it's not the voice. I'm more concerned with the actual. Like, I want the actor to portray it. Because Casey Affleck would be able to portray.
Depends. Do we really need a whole nother fucking origin story for Fantastic Four? I mean, they've done it three times.
But you don't need a new voice for the actor. Like my point being is Casey Affleck carried the character as Ben Grimm, as human, to be the best friend of Reed, and then he becomes the Thing.
Yeah.
And then he carries, because look, they're like, oh, he's so small. Yeah, that's true. But he gets invoked with cosmic powers, and he becomes a massive, huge guy.
His size shouldn't matter at all. What about Mike Moorhead? Interesting idea there. Vince Vaughn as the Thing.
He already did Groot. I mean, I don't know. But I mean.
No, Groot was not Vince Vaughn.
That was it. Not Vince. Oh, yeah. Vince Vaughn.
I don't know who the fuck Groot was, by the way. That was Vin Diesel, right?
Diesel.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel. Vince Vaughn. I don't know, man. I think he'd be like, he could do dramatic roles, but I mean, hey, I don't know.
You know what I think we've learned tonight? I think what we've learned tonight, and look me deep in the eyes right now. Look at me.
By the way, someone said Andrew Lincoln as the Thing. I can see that.
To show you my penis. And this is the last.
I don't have my microscope at all.
Zoom in very closely. Use your Google Maps plus button. Plus.
I need that.
No, I think what we learned tonight, though, is that they could really fucking nail Fantastic Four. They really could do something really special, really weird, really out there. And also, though, to be fair, maybe one of the best options is if they go with all unknowns. I mean, that could be.
I like that.
Fantastic Four is a big enough name that you could really bring up some up and comers and do all unknowns and give some newbies a chance to really fucking stake their claim.
What really sucks though is like the original Fantastic Four movies. They had a great cast. They really did have a great cast, and they fucked that shit to Kingdom Come.
Yeah, they really did, man. I gotta fucking pee, dude. So I think we should end the show.
Yeah, let's go.
I got my wiener hurts, man. And when your wiener hurts,
I've already peed like 3 times in my diapers, so I'm ready to go.
Your wiener just hurts. Guys, thank you for there's 250 people almost still hanging strong with us
God
tonight.
damn!
That's fucking cool, especially at 11 p.m., 3 hours plus deep into a live stream on a Wednesday night.
We've been 3 hours? Shit,
Yeah,
I was
dude.
ready to go 5.
Yeah, man. But you guys had some amazing ideas. You helped us with the Dreamcasting. We had some fun talking about Halloween, and we put this fucking shitty day in America to bed the right fucking way. The right way. And, hey, we love you guys. Love each other because that's all we can fucking do in the middle of all this crazy shit. Am I right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm right.
Let's get it done.
I know that. We love your fucking faces, guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight.
No Lube Wednesday.
We're just going to put it in you. Kmart special.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Where's the button? Jay, where's the fucking button?